Also, Megan.
Megan's not here right now.
Only
Only
Zool.
son.
Tommy's not here, Mrs. Horish.
You know what tomorrow is, right?
Saturday.
Sleep in day.
Pathfinder 2 day.
Not until next week, but somebody owes me her backstory. She's the last holdout.
Oh, she has to show up right time. Work on it tonight after I go.
Robot.
Body.
I'm working on it.
Arigato, Mr. Robot.
All right. Let's hop back in here, get started. Jump right into some questions and answers. It may or may not matter.
Robot.
Mr. Roboto.
Domo arigato.
Yeah, you sound fine now.
I was fine before.
Yeah, debatable.
Nuh-uh. All right, you roll me a 20-sider, please.
A robot again. All I heard was 20-sider, so I'm going with
Not 20.
Glizzik is the first target of the dragon.
Way to waste them. Oh, another one. Nice.
We are wasting them, huh?
Apparently.
Gotta get him out of the way.
Nope.
That's why
Can't be having any successful rolls today.
I had to roll ahead of time and get a couple rolls out of the way.
Target.
I already got rid of my 88.
So you need to make sure that you guys aren't downloading porn or anything over there.
I'm uploading. What do you mean? Are you downloading anything in Steam or anything? Okay. No, it's probably just shitty internet. Can you hear me?
You're doing okay now. It was pretty crackly.
All right. I need Glizzik and Kruger to roll me another 20-sider.
Can't wait to waste another
to burn
nat
some more
20.
high rolls.
What you need is the Reaper.
Little Reaper in ya.
There you go. Wants.
All right, Glizzik, you are first.
Always.
Roll me a 1d21.
Glizzy Kruger. The car rats.
12. What about the ones and twos today?
All right. Well, you should get this one.
Nope.
Mr. Glizzik, you have 1 minute to tell me what item gives Raz his powers.
Well, he does have a nice little badge where he does diplomacy stuff on. I would think it would be more of his little thing with the thing that he spits into with the water, with the liquid and stuff to get to.
And what's that called?
That he does his alchemical stuff on. It's not a philosopher's stone. You want a specific name of it, like Karen or Charlie?
It has a name.
So you got the order of stuff going out or coming in backwards.
All I know is that spit goes in and fluids come out, and we drink them and get vitamins and stuff. I don't know where it comes from.
I don't know where spit came from.
You don't just question that. No, I don't have a specific name for it.
All right, that'll be worth half a point.
It's Bob, isn't it? It's Bob.
No.
I debate that. Nothing goes in, only comes out.
All right, Kruger, 1d20.
There we go.
Question 4. Huh? Interesting. All right, Kruger, you have 1 minute to tell me how Galgrim and Bernie met.
I mean, I feel like Naughty had this one before and he got half credit. I was basically going to say the same thing. Essentially, Galgrim found like Barney's mother was dead or something along those lines, and basically nursed Barney back to health, and they've been together ever since.
Now who's crackly?
You still.
Yeah, he is.
No!
I still think my answer onlybears.com.
Talk about like the real life animal bears or like
Yes. Well, it was. Someone had it before. I couldn't tell you who. They did get partial credit for you before, but you answered pretty much the other half of the partial credit, so that's going to be worth 1 point.
Yay!
I heard 1 point through the crackles.
Really? Is it that bad?
Now you're fine. Stump it. Now
Yeah,
you're
now
fine.
you're fine.
It comes and goes.
It only shows up when you're actually trying to progress any sort of content or game.
Ah, of course. So when I'm saying smart ass shit and stuff like that, it works fine.
Perfect
Yeah.
then, yes.
It's really
Excellent.
uncanny.
All right, Zara, 1d19.
Good job, Zace.
$15. All right. This is a repeat as well. Zakara, you have 1 minute to tell me who is the current champion of the Blood Pit.
Nicodemus.
Yes. It's not. What was the name you guys were stuck on before? Krug or something?
Yeah.
That was the door. No.
My bad.
Alrighty, there's another point. Then Raz, roll me a 1d18.
Can you repeat the name?
Nicodemus.
Nicodemus was the troll in the fighting pit? Okay. Didn't know what the door was. He's crud, he's crud, he's crud, he's in our life.
Alrighty, Raz. You have 1 minute to tell me what is Zakara's given name.
That is Zazel.
That is correct.
I'm not quite sure how to spell it or if there's any finicky spelling about it, but
Did she like it when Kruger called her that?
You
I got it
have
right.
the full kitty, like Miss Fluffy Pants for, princess type. Oh, the whole.
What's your snowball equivalent?
Alright. You guys got 3.5 out of 4 points this evening. That's probably one of your better runs.
Good night. Right. Even with 6 people.
Yeah, I know.
And it's session 50, so we're even tonight, correct?
Yep, and you have 21.5 points to spend.
It's a good night to die.
It's like more than double my age. Can you explain how the 2 extra life hero points work again and how they're assigned? You just pick like one person and one person, or everybody gets 2?
No,
One
there's
person and
2
one person.
total. You guys decide who gets them. They are items that go into your inventory. You keep them until you spend them.
And just keep in mind that if you're about to die, you have to use all of your hero points in order to stabilize and not gain to wounded.
Yep.
Well, you have to have hero points to do it anyway, so. So, what would you guys like to spend?
I'm thinking the extra hero point each for sure. Probably feel like we're gonna need them right off the bat in some cases.
Just a little.
At least when you use them in the first 5 minutes of the game, it'll be for a good reason.
Domo.
Arigato. What else would you like to purchase, if anything? Unlock a new broker? Oh, I bet you can't.
Fix your internet.
What's that, people?
He said fix your internet.
Okay.
You just sound like an Imperial probe droid, that's all.
Well, then
Right.
later when I say you're dead, then you can say, I can't understand what you're saying.
I feel like this is one of those rare situations where the extra life hero points probably won't make too much of a difference, mostly because the people who need them are probably going to have to use all hero points to stabilize very, very soon.
Is everyone close to death?
Nope. Just 2 people, and I guess Glizzik is close to unconsciousness, but he hasn't even been down yet, so.
Let's spend his entire life close to death. I mean, there ain't no difference.
2
The
characters.
closer I am to death, the closer I am to the Reaper.
2 characters are within execution range, but if he just drops and moves on, then they can go down one more time.
To be fair, he hit me once for 42 points of damage.
Mhm.
I've only been hit once, but I have 12
Yeah,
left. So
That's about, you're on par with just about everyone other than Kruga. Everyone can take a hit, and the second one's going to drop him. The guy does so much damage, it's about all you can expect out of our health pools. One solid hit, next one will drop you.
Yeah,
At least you don't have to worry about massive damage death, at least, since that has to do double your total hit points.
if I were
Glizzik
to, if things go according to the any of the ways that I predicted, then I'll only be using 2 hero points. So unless someone gets me up and then I use it for attacks or something afterwards.
I mean, we could get one of the extra, well, the 2 extra life hero points. Hmm.
Who would get them then?
I would say not the Orc or the Goblin. Because we're probably going to go down and use them if we get tapped. Whereas the other ones might be able to actually use a hero point first and then use the extra one at a later date.
Kruga's probably in the same boat there. You'd probably be able to use one.
As I said, him and me is kind of useless.
I'm not far off either. Kruger drops the breath, Dragon just slaps me or bites me or whatever the hell he can do from that range, and I'll drop right after.
But you got 81. You at least have a chance.
Not really. Have you seen how much damage this thing does? He's going to crit me. I have your AC.
It's glorious AC.
The only thing I got over you is just raw hit points, but now seeing the damage this thing puts out, I'm right behind Kruger if he drops to the breath. So they're not going to do me too much good either.
Well, let's just do the extra 1 hero point like we normally do, guys, then.
Yeah, but if you buy the extra ones and give them to Zakara, then when she runs away, leaves you guys dead, she runs off with 2 extra life hero points.
Yeah, she can always get more later, too. She's the entire party. You can spend how she wants.
True.
I mean, she could potentially use them, or at least one. So if she wants to try and make an extra attack before the if she wants to make an extra attack, which she normally doesn't do, then she certainly can, and it'll give her a better chance of hitting.
Well, she's gonna have hero points anyways. She'll have 2.
Yeah. But what if she uses that on the? What if she uses a hero point on that first one?
Okay.
Then she only has one left, and she wants to make sure she doesn't die. Well,
Wow.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
Must be weird living your life safe.
like I said, if we want to maximize it, if I get extra hero point, I'll and I've got backup, I'll be able to use it for attacks. But I don't know if the plan is to try and get Kruger back up once he goes down.
I think we're just gonna leave him down.
I mean, being on your feet is always preferred, but the moment you're brought back up again, you're wounded too, right?
Unless
Let's see.
So
Yes.
you'll be, yeah. So if you're dropped again and it's by a crit, you'll just die outright. You'll go the way of fucking Thag.
He hasn't died till dying 4, though, right?
Yeah, if you get dropped by a crit, you start at dying 2. So if he's wounded 2, you'll start at 4.
if he uses a hero point to get back up the first time at least,
You
it
can't.
won't increase his.
Hero point doesn't bring you back up; it stabilizes you.
Yeah,
It
that's-
negates any increase in dying.
yeah. That's what I meant. Not conscience, but not dying.
That's basically what he has to use that last hero point for.
So even if someone could bring him up, it might not be a bad idea to use hero points just so you don't gain another wounded.
Yeah, I'm just I know we're running a tight line here, so
We got stuff to spend it. It's only a little bit.
Yep, there are 5 elixirs of life left. Basically, everybody has one, including the snake, which is about to be on the ground. The elixir, the snake's about to go poof with the same breath. It's got 15 hit points left. Even if he makes that save, it has to be a crit success.
Or I just roll shit damage.
Or both.
Maybe it'll just run away now that it's critical.
I need my skill bed. That's what we were talking about. So we're spending 1 point for 1 extra hero point, or 3 points to get the extra 2 things, or 5, and everybody gets an extra thing just to have it.
What do you mean 5? You can't buy 2 of the extras.
2 of the extras, you heard.
Nope.
Fine with the extra lives. It's a little precarious all around, no matter what we do. But if it gets burned to stop someone from dying, that's still preferred.
Just so you know, you don't gain any more dying. If you spend hero points to stabilize, you lose the dying condition. Period.
oh,
So if you're at dying 3, you go to dying 0.
that's a good
So basically,
thing.
if you're at dying 3 and you make that check and you fail, which would put you to dying 4, you spend your hero points and you stabilize at dying when dying goes away.
This does let you avoid becoming more wounded when you get up too, since you're not dying, correct?
Yes, because your wounded increases by your dying effect.
And vice versa.
No. Wounded doesn't go away until you get treated.
But isn't your wounded determined by your level of dying?
No.
No, just every time you come up, wounded goes up by 1.
Yep.
So if I came up, I would still be at dying or wounded 3.
It says anytime you lose the dying condition, you gain the wounded 1 condition, or increase the condition value by 1 if you already had the condition. So I don't know if Hero Points has some text in it specifically that says otherwise, but
I think it does.
So essentially, if I get up, then
No. Okay, hold on. You can spend all your hero points to avoid death. You can do this when your dying condition would increase. So you get your stabilized roll naturally, and if you fail it, if you go to dying 4, you can spend them all right at that point.
or if
Because you're
someone stomped on you when you're down.
Well, whatever,
That's one
right.
example.
You lose the dying condition entirely and stabilize at 0 hit points. You don't gain the wound condition or increase its value from losing the dying condition in this way. But if you already have that condition, you just don't lose it or decrease it. So if you're at wounded 1 when you drop, you come up with at wounded 1.
interesting. Okay.
So it's basically an extra save. It's basically a save your ass.
So if I go down and then stabilize myself, I would come up whenever I get up at wounded 2. Okay.
Because right now he's at wounded 1.
Correct. Wounded only goes up by 1 every time you get up. It has nothing to do with what your dying value is.
Oh, okay.
When you go to 0, your dying goes to dying 1 or 2 plus your wounded condition.
And then every time you're damaged afterwards, it also
Goes
adds
up.
the wounded.
Yes. Yeah, I wrote all this shit down on my notes. That's why I wanted to find them, because that shit's like in three different places. So basically, you got to think: is 2 points worth maybe 2 people's lives? I mean, my say it depends on who it is, right?
Well, it wouldn't work for me anyway.
Why?
I was just thinking, like, if I had an extra one, like, it still wouldn't matter if I used one to stabilize myself. I wouldn't be using one to stabilize myself. I would be using all.
Correct.
So it would just be a waste on me.
Maybe. I mean, it's hard to say. That's if you spend them to if you go down. You remember, you don't have to spend them if you're not dying.
But it's when your dying condition would increase, so I wouldn't even get to do that until right before his next turn.
Correct.
Okay.
Because you would flip initiative to in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
But then if someone healed you and you got up, then you wouldn't have to worry about spending it. You'd have it still in your pocket. But then if you spend it for your attack, then you wouldn't have it to save yourself from dying.
Yeah.
If you only had one. So it's I know what I would do, but I'm not a PC, so I'm not PC at all.
He's a Mac.
No. So make your decisions. Right now we have 1 hero point for everyone, and you're deciding if you want anything else.
If we got extra life ones, I'd probably opt to give them to Glizzik and Zakara. They're going to be the ones who need it for fucking rolls and shit.
Oh,
Okay.
Glizzik doesn't like attack rolls, right?
Some are. Some are DC, some are attack. It's possible I could use it.
Just also remember, you can spend stuff for next session too, thinking you're gonna live through this. If you wanted alchemy or random potions, or some more food, because that stuff's only available every other session. So, and if you all die, how many points you have doesn't matter. I'm not saying spend it all, but
a side note there, rumor has it we might be leveling soon-ish, so some of those things that we couldn't get until next level might become available.
Yeah, but they're not available now.
Yep.
So decide. It is kind of funny. Your real first brush with death is on session number 50.
I think we'd have different senses of humor.
Glizzik says buy one of each. The one for everyone and then the 2 extra.
I mean, we need every advantage we get. If we can get like the extra ones and then still have those people like have them for death saves or whatever else that may give us the edge, I think it's worth it.
Smoke him if you got him, then.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, so we're spending 3 points then, Zargan.
Yep.
Okie dokie. What's wrong, Kruger?
Nothing. I'm just looking at the state of my hit points.
Beautiful.
He hasn't thought of a backup character yet, so
Who gets the who gets the extra lives?
Not I. I'd say is the Kara and Glizik or Raz, like either one of those, depending, because Raz may need to do heal shit.
Why don't you take it?
I mean, all I have left on me is healing elixir. The rest of you have the rest of what I can offer. Unless you and Zakara get close to me, probably not going to happen in positioning.
That's fine. You can still punch the dragon.
I was going to say the only thing I'm going to use it for is to Hail Mary at the dragon.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even then,
None of our characters know what that means.
Where are the
Who the
Hail
fuck is
Reaper
Mary?
and Mary who?
Oh, she was like Iomede's like right hand lady. It doesn't matter right now.
So who gets them?
I'll take it. I mean, I'm probably going to huck this fucking necklace at him.
So you and Zakara, right?
Correct. Bio. You don't pull them off and throw it. You just throw the whole necklace at it.
I got to pull each feet off individually, or it doesn't do anything.
Just
It also,
chuck
only
it down his throat.
detonates where it lands. I can't place it like a fireball spell, so I'm probably going to clip one of the two up next to the dragon. So Zakara better have her dance shoes on, because it's a free flex save.
I'm good at those.
All right, they are handed out.
You said that's an item, right?
It's in your inventory.
Extra life. And then I'm at 2 hero points.
Everyone set yourselves to 2 hero points. Yep.
And I could take the hero point off my snake and give it to myself, right?
He doesn't get one.
But
Only characters get them. Make it familiar.
the snake gets more action than anybody else.
No.
So since the extra life is in our inventory, hypothetically we could still get an extra one to get up to 3, or does that count against the 3 max?
It does not.
Okay.
But the one in your inventory will get used if you have to use all, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, now that the tough part's done.
Over here stretching like somehow it's going to help my fucking rolls.
Who would like to do a synopsis of last episode?
We found ourselves at the Hobgoblin camp. That was, less than a day's travel away from your hometown? These assholes moved in real quick. Your scouting parties need work.
Not mine.
We were trying to have a shopping session, and this green dragon showed up out of nowhere.
Bastard.
Yep.
After surveying it for the evening, we decided the best route to move forward to rescue Zakara's kin would be to go in under the premise of purchasing slaves. We went in. It was actually going fairly well. They didn't shoot us on sight, so that's always a plus. We got inside, talked to their chieftain a little bit. It got a little heated, but Glizik and Kruga, being more their, lifestyle, managed to do pretty well for themselves. Got some cats, and got a cat and some goblins brought out. Wasn't the one that Zakara recognized. Kruga found out that there's more. Wanted more kitty because he's got a thing for him. Some more got brought out. 2 of them, I think, in the group of 5 were related to you, Zakara. Were siblings.
Yep.
And those were the 2 we really cared about. And as the purchase was about to be made for a considerable, cheap actually in hindsight for literal people, but As the sale is about to be made, a invisible green dragon popped up and said, "Yeah, nah, not selling my slaves. You're gonna join them." A fight broke out, and it was pretty much a dumpster fire from start to current turn.
He
Don't
ordered me. Fucking asshole.
You ordered him, and neither of you listened to each other.
No, he horned me.
I thought you said he ordered you.
He did hit you with his horn.
Damn
And I
horny
think
dragon.
he liked it.
Krugen will now give birth to a half dragon.
Armor.
I shall burr the shaman.
Alright, that brings us up to round 5.
All right, got my fort saved.
Top of the round. Dragon does have its breath back.
Yep.
So it will breathe. It has an easy target of 3 people.
Straight up.
Nope. Kruger, Raz, and Nathair.
It's just a little snack. He doesn't have to worry about him.
So, well, no, he's just an ear effect. So if you would all 3 like to make me a fortitude save, please?
All right, Kruger.
Does anybody remember what we needed to roll? It was in the 30s, wasn't it?
It was like 32
Yeah.
or something like that.
He was like 31 to hit him and stuff too.
Oh,
Oh,
Where's a 31? That's got to be close.
Yeah, that's fortitude.
this does
I'm
not.
I'm
This-
not sure if
Let's
anyone...
go!
Not
Yeah.
including, as we found out last time, this does not include the
If you didn't add it in, no.
save bonus from. So that should be 2 higher.
And for the record, the dragon should still be frightened 1. Yeah, it looks like it is on the combat tracker.
Yeah, it'll
Just
go
so
away
you
at the end
know.
of its turn. I just throw it back on there.
Just so you know, I won't say what the number was, but it was in the low 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Got it.
31, like
I made it.
32.
Kruger and I should be 2 higher.
Yep. Any
And
hero
then I know-
points.
And I know he's. No, because I know he's frightened. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Woo!
Well,
Well,
it
because
doesn't
you-
affect your save.
But because you critically succeeded there, Faye, well, no worries. You're immune to dragon breath weapons for like an hour now. So
Yeah,
you're good.
that's it.
That's how that works.
Yeah, the downside is I can't use my fucking thing on him because he actually has to damage me for it to work.
That's coming
All
up.
right. Where's Nathair's save?
Doesn't matter.
It might
Get
have
in
a
that
roll
20.
damage yet.
Nat 20.
I don't think so. So unless it does only 14 or less points of damage without a save.
Roll that crap stay.
Eh,
Woo!
I just killed Kruger.
That's rude.
Nice.
Even with a crit success?
No,
we-
because
Because we
Targeted
roll and then
though.
he does damage, as opposed to us when we force them
no,
to make
because
the
I
roll.
had you targeted, so it applied all to you.
Yeah,
So you had what? 33.
I had 63.
No.
Yes, I had 33.
That'd be 89.
Well, the excess was 9,
Feels
so it's
fucking good. Let's go.
All right, so it's a basic fortitude save, which is good. That means Kruger, that's a natural 20. So at 37 is a success. Natural 20 puts it up 1. That's a critical success. You take no damage.
he ducked.
Raz, unfortunately, that's just a success for you.
I mean,
So
that's
you
what I was
take-
aiming for.
21 damage.
Kruger ducked and Raz took it full in the face when he ducked.
I didn't take it full
No,
of it.
Kruger. This is a fort save, so it's not a duck. Kruger just got used to it. Like it's coming, and he's like, smells like bitch in here.
And Nathair drops and disappears.
Poof. And the elixir of life he was carrying will probably just drop straight to the ground.
Yep.
I will change Nathair to ground as holding an elixir of life.
Yep. Okay. So that's actually good that Kruger got a 20 because now he doesn't have to burn a hero point to roll again and chance it. But
Probably this is the best case scenario so far.
I have a question, Zargan, about
Yes.
my Iron Command reaction.
Yes.
Because it doesn't say specifically that they need to damage me. Oh, I guess it does, because it says a foe who dared harm you. So even though
They have
he
to damage you.
attempted, they actually have to hurt. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I was just double checking.
Roll to see when he gets his breath back. All right, his next attack. He breathes on you two, expecting you both to die. You do not. He does not like that. So
I'm just gonna look at him after that happens, and like I take no damage, and say, "I'm used to your weak magics now, dragon."
how about that?
That's fine.
Oh, no, don't hit him. You're just going to make him angry, dragon.
No, it was so close.
If I wanted to roll that 10,
uh,
the
I
dragon
knew-
breathes, the cloud comes out, obscures them for a moment, comes back, they're both still standing there. Kruger doesn't look like he would even affect them. Raz is a little worse for the wear. Then the dragon goes and snaps his mouth forward, bites Kruger right in the shoulder, picks him up, shakes him like a dog, and then drops him right to the ground.
And I can't use my reaction because that made me unconscious, correct?
Correct.
Unfortunate.
So
It was so close. It was such a bad damage roll.
you
Oh
are
man.
prone.
Well, I soaked up all his action, guys.
Thanks for that.
And you're dying too.
Mm-hmm.
And he moves in the initiative tracker.
To just before
Yes.
the dragon.
And just after Raz.
So he's 38 now.
7.
There you go.
And that's the turn. That's the dragon's turn. Glizzic.
Glizzic yells at Kruger, "Get up as I heal you." It's 1 point of health.
I'd have to stand up to hit him, and that would just be a bad thing.
All right, Glizzic, you are up.
All right, I got two things going on here, Zargan. The first one is blistering invective. We're going to insult some dragon here. I'm going to tell him
Wait,
that.
one question real quick. When I'm unconscious, my aura, does it go away?
Yes.
Okay, so the frightened does fall off then.
Blistering invective is basically me doing a string of curses so vile that he actually catches on fire. So I'm going to tease him about how once we kill him, we're going to take his junk and turn it into wind chimes.
Nice.
And targeting the green dragon. And this is going to be a will DC 26 save that I'm rolling for you. Yeah.
Yep. He makes it.
34 is a success, so that will be half persistent damage.
Oh.
So he's going to have 1d6 persistent fire damage instead of 2d6. Cool.
Oh, you don't have one you don't have that? Okay.
I'm just letting you know. I've got it here. I'm just so we're
Okay.
aware how much he's going to take each turn. Yep. So the
Add
effect is
it
called
to him.
blistering save. So it should just go on him because I have him targeted.
Yep, it did.
Looks good. Okay.
So that
and that is
stacks with his mental.
That is 2 actions. Now with my last action, I'm going to hit the personal blizzard, which is only 1 action. It's a focus spell, and I still have 1 focus point. Clinging ice is the one that doesn't let you do it on the same target, but personal blizzard you can cast it on the same dude more than once. This is a fort DC 26. The other one was will. There it goes. And that's critical success. That's probably going to be nothing.
That's unaffected.
Unaffected. Yep. Okay. So I'm taking my focus point. So that was about as little effect as I could have had, and I did. That's all 3 actions done.
All right. Sakara, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to attack him.
Come on, hit, please. I said please and everything.
I would like to use a hero point.
Okay, go ahead and mark one off.
Ah, and you got a good chance
Try again.
to improve.
Yeah,
That's an improvement.
yes.
Nice hit.
Oh yeah. Oh, dying. Yes. Fuck yes. Yes.
I do.
And still on fire.
I have to stop part of that damage.
This doesn't take the precision.
Nope, because he's not flat-footed now. He's not flanked.
What? No, I'm
She's
invisible.
invisible.
Oh, well then yes. I was thinking because Kruger dropped, he's no longer flanked. All right.
And technically true.
Zakara kind of pulls her rapier out, kind of does like a stutter step, and then waits a second because she missed. And then she drives it in as the dragon rears back, looking at Raz. And she must have hit something vital, or how do you want to kill it, Zakara?
Okay, I guess just for flavor, as it strikes Kruga, and then he's turning towards Glizik from the attack afterwards.
Turning towards Raz.
But Glizik was the one who did the blistering.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I yelled at it and cast stuff at it, but I think it was still facing the southern guys.
Ah, okay. I would like to run up its tail and kind of try to find the best place to stab it from the back. Stab him and then jump off of him.
All right. She kind of runs up his tail and passes, and he realizes that he knows she's there somewhere, but not enough for him to take a reaction on that, although she didn't really move. But she runs up on his back, like flips the rapier over with two hands, and smashes it down like into his spinal cord. It just puts it, and then just kind of cuts it off and drops, and Zakara kind of pulls it out and kind of slides down its head and lands right in front.
Still invisible?
People.
Still invisible.
Yep.
Damn, I did it. With my piercing gaze.
Any other actions, Zakara? You got two left.
I am going to. Oh, do I really get to free move there?
Sure.
I'm going to take out my healing elixir and feed it to Kruga.
That's action 1 and 2, or 2 and 3 for that matter. Go ahead and someone target him and heal him. Or do you have that, Zakara, on your list?
Good question.
This is the
Yes.
lesser elixir. I can heal myself with it.
Nope, Zakara's doing it. Don't target the dragon, though. You don't want to heal him.
I've come back to life.
Jokes on the
kill him again
dragon.
for
It was
extra
actually
experience.
poison.
Makes him stronger.
Heals 14 to Kruga. Nice crappy roll you got there. I guess that's about average, though. A little below.
Hey, Raz made them.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Raz, you are up.
All right. Kruger just woke up.
Kruga's waking up, and you're not really sure how.
I'm pretty sure Zakara is not undetected. So the fact that this dragon's head just freaking got ripped. What?
It's back.
And then
It's
like
back.
it's back. And then she says she slid down the head and landed next to Kruga. I mean, I'm not the most perceptive individual, but a big puff of dirt could probably tell me that Zakara's here. Somewhere.
It wasn't Zakara, it's the Hobgoblin Chieftain. Don't bite me!
Bitch ass dragon. All right. I'm going to, assuming this thing is on the ground and like dead, not
Looks
Kruger
to
the
be.
dragon.
Yes.
I'm going to scoop up the healing elixir from the ground right next to Kruger since
Yep.
his belt dropped it. I too will feed it to Kruger as he
That
comes.
was my favorite accessory.
That's one to pick it up, one to feed it to him.
Don't worry, you're Nether's favorite accessory too. You want to hit yourself with another potion there, Kruger, if you still have it open.
It's somewhere in here.
I can do it if you don't have it.
Make sure you target
the
yourself, Kruger.
There we go.
All right, and Kruger gets better. His wounds heal up some more.
Then I'm going to. So, is Zakara just hidden to me? Like, do I know she's at least there?
Yes, she is hidden.
Okay. All right, as Kruger kind of comes to consciousness, and we both plug him with one. That was very well timed. Zakara, I assume that's you?
Yeah, looks like I got a lucky hit in.
It's me, Amberjack. Ha ha!
Who the fuck is this Amberjack that keeps showing up?
Amberback's brother.
Grugnak Amberbach, remember?
Amberbach. Right then.
Every time he comes up, it just hear the music. Po, 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 po.
He has to have like the evil like cape and like mustache going on though too, like Snidely Whiplash. You know,
Glizik's on the ground over there, right?
Oh, he's standing.
I'm
Okay.
standing. I still got my fly spell and stuff, but I'd like to scoop up Maeve.
You're not done.
'cause
You're not.
She's
it's
not
your turn
inanimate.
yet.
Well, you're asking.
No, I'm just asking if you're on the ground, not flying anymore.
Well, I still have my fly spell active. I'm just standing though. Yeah.
Okay. Last action then, because I think I got the movement for this with that cheetah's elixir running for sure. I will note that Scar is here. Kruger is better than he was 2 seconds ago when he got smushed by a dragon. And I'm going to make my way over to Glizik before some hobgoblins get some ideas, because they're in the back of my head right now, probably watching this whole thing unfold. And last thing we need to be is knocked over by a slight breeze.
88 hobgoblins. Glizik rolled it.
I will doctor's visitation over to Glizik and slap him with a battle medicine.
Okay.
Not too hard, please.
We are going to assure expert.
Okay.
Can I aid him?
No.
Nope. They come over to you, Glizik. Solid hit from the tail there. Your chest looks a little caved in here.
Here,
I
have
was
here.
like, the wound is more here, not so much here, but right here. It's just a giant welt of blackness across his face. And tail.
Here, have some spit. All right. As Raz ends his turn,
That is all I got. Not even a familiar now.
we will come out of combat.
But there's still stuff to kill. Murder, death, kill. Murder, death, kill. You get an XP for those hobgoblins. Technically, my charm spell is still running on the leader, isn't it?
No, he died.
He did go down. That's right. Oh, they only bit half of his body off.
He didn't die. I brought him back and he ran away.
I didn't say he didn't get better.
He's in one of these tents.
Hobgoblin Chieftain 2.0. He's approved.
No, I think there's a 1 and a slash before that too. 1/2 2.0.
Yep. All right. Kruger kind of gets up, dusts himself off.
So when I get upset, up and dust myself off, Kruger's just gonna let out this just unrelenting yell of victory, and at the same time I'm gonna activate my tattoo to heal myself, so my chest starts glowing as this is occurring.
Glizik stands behind you, does the same thing with the chest thing. Woohoo! And he glows a little bit too for 1d8.
If you use a 2-action one, it's 1d8 plus 8.
Oh, you know what? I will use the healing wand to give everybody a 1d8 at this point, probably because it'd probably be a better
And the dragon
deal.
gets back up.
Right.
Got that regen.
Go ahead and do what you need to do to yourselves.
I have healed myself.
Why didn't you do that earlier?
It's Too
Looking
busy
for
doing all the
blood.
damage to this thing.
I don't know. Zakara killed it. That's all I'm saying.
I literally softened up the dragon for her. I tenderized it so that her rapier could get inside of its skin.
Well, she was on the inside.
Not thinner on the inside.
Exactly.
Once Glizik's good, I'll come over to the dragon and we'll start poking around where I think this thing's poison sac might be.
So
It's kind
there's
of prodding at the moment.
there's a bunch of dead hobgoblins like around like the
Yes.
fire pit south, whatever. Like what
Yeah.
kind of weapons did they have?
They have various like crude swords and stuff like that.
Is there anything kind of like a executioner's axe or a bardiche
Sure.
or anything?
You can probably find a battle axe.
Yeah, I want to find one, and I'm going to use it to start lopping this thing's head off. Like
Wait,
its
wait, wait,
great
wait.
cleaves.
Like
Nice,
here.
nice and gentle. We need to save as much of it as we can.
I'm up here.
I
I
Just
only
poking at-
want the head.
I'm up here just poking at it. This would be great in a throne room somewhere, but we could just
On your
sometimes
right with your
happen.
iron throne made out of swords.
Steps in front of you, starts
Oh,
hacking.
He's a
And I'm like,
monk.
wait, the blood, blood, save the blood.
It'll be made of iron bow staffs.
Excellent. All right, Kruger starts chopping into next. Gonna take him a minute or so to chop through here.
And I'll tell Glizzik, it's like, hold this, and I'll point to like the horn for the dragon as if he's going to be able to do anything to keep it straight.
I'm actually flying still because I have it for a few more rounds. So I'm kind of holding on the horn up in the air, pulling it back.
All right, what are you doing, Raz and Sakara, then?
Kruger's busying himself chopping off the head. It seems like a perfect
He's trying
opportunity.
to.
It seems like a perfect opportunity to start trying to bottle as much of this thing's blood, because if there's any sort of magical blood out there that's worth a damn, it's probably dragon.
Whereas use my walking cauldron.
You just find like all the arteries and veins, and you just put a vial on the end of each one as it comes free.
Just take this artery straight into the cauldron next to Glizzik. We're just gonna go ahead and do a little mortician work here. Embalming. Yeah, we're gonna do a little embalming.
Yeah,
That's
you
it,
can do that. You can only takes a few seconds to embalm.
Try to reach your whole arm up there like a mummy and get the brain. Yeah.
I want to reach in there when Kruger's chopping.
Well,
Kruger's not proficient with a battle axe.
we definitely want this thing's poison gland or whatever passes as it. Might be able to do some work with that. The head would look nice in a throne room somewhere. The blood I could do something with, and I'm sure you could come up with a thing or two to do with its hide. Oh,
Meanwhile, Kruger's just getting like splattered with blood.
by the way, if Kruger is just chopping this thing, can we loosen off a scale of this thing? At least just one scale.
Probably.
I don't care if it looks too great because I'm already gonna have to like size it down anyway for what I have in mind. But just
How
one.
big of a scale do you want?
There will be
anything-
skin afterwards. Don't worry.
any scale chunk that would be big enough to replace one of the golden rose petals on this gold rose we've been holding on to.
Oh, okay. That's
I'm
not
gonna
even a
take
full
a-
scale. You can get a piece
Yeah,
scale.
that's what I was saying. Something big enough to like cut.
Well, I didn't know if you were
appropriate.
like, I want a breastplate. I'm thinking, dude,
No,
that's a
no.
big ass scale.
Nope.
Even
Nothing
for
like
you.
that.
I'm going to use the scale from the dragon turtle hide, and then a scale from this thing, and I'll probably start just replacing the petals on our mascot.
Dragon turtle hide's mostly used up for Kruger's cape.
Mostly.
I thought my
Was the
cape was the
frilled lizard.
frilled lizard, not
Oh
the
no,
dragon.
that's right. No, you're right.
The dragon turtle was gonna be Galgrim's armor.
That's right. Until we left. Zakara, what are you doing while everyone else is doing this?
I will walk over to where my siblings ran off to, and I'll pull the hood down on my cloak so I'm visible.
Ah, bad luck. Run away.
You also have to pull the mask to the side.
She's horrible.
It's a demon. All right. First, I would like Glizzik to roll me a survival check.
No, you don't want that.
I do.
Instead of survival, can I make a case for anything else? It's
Nope.
one of the 3 skills I'm not trained in.
Nope.
It's cooking. It's butcher. It's almost a 20, a bastard. What is this for? Because I might want to hero point it.
For aiding Kruger.
Yeah, that's about all I got, buddy. That's strength.
It didn't hurt him.
Can't really justify that anyway.
Okay. Kruger, go ahead and you roll me survival now.
Before he starts, can I give him guidance?
Nope,
my
you're drawing blood.
Well, fine, be that way.
I am. That's why I asked everyone what they were doing.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I found where all of your lopsided luck from your Kingmaker game went. Right here, these rolls.
Just these particular ones.
Hey, Kruger.
Hmm.
Did you notice my hit points down in the combat tracker?
And notice your hit points. Oh, look at you. You only took 1 damage. Very strong goblin taking the dragon tail and only taking 1 damage.
Invincible! Just takes me a while to regen that like a troll.
As far as the hobgoblin
Alright.
is concerned, that's exactly what happened.
It takes Kruger about 10 minutes to chop through because he makes a lot of misses. He starts here, and then he hits over here a few times, and over here, then back to where he started.
Hey, about that 30?
So by the time that we're done, we look like we're extras to the movie Carrie, is what you're saying? Just covered in blood head to toe.
You're not that bad, but Kruger's definitely covered.
I'm covered
No.
except for the parts where I'm covered in like poison spit, where they're weirdly
And everything
intermingling. Yeah.
But you do cut through, and the head kind of falls off, and the head is in like perfect shape. You don't damage the head or anything on it at all.
I'm going to take a rope and I'm going to like tie it, and I'm going to have it, because I'm assuming it's big enough I can't carry this on my hip. It's going to be more like a backpack type situation, yeah?
Oh, you're going to have to like fireman carry this, yeah.
Okay.
Does this weigh more than 3,000 pounds?
No, it does not.
Then my rope of climbing can hold it and I'm not for you at command. So yes, you're fine.
Backpack. This thing's a fucking adult dragon. You can fit in its mouth.
Oh, you small people? Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's where we sleep at night.
Then I need
Nice pocket
Raz
each.
to roll me a survival.
What? Drawing blood is a medical skill.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of an artist.
If you were a dragon doctor.
I am an all doctor.
No. Not how that works, sir.
Is there any way I could use lore gossip?
No.
Oh my god.
It's untrained and I have him a -1. That's probably as good as it's going to get. Zargan's like, I ain't getting this guy. I don't want him making a bunch of blood crystals that he hasn't even made any of yet because they're too damn expensive. Meh, meh, meh.
Okie dokie. By the time Kruger gets done chopping through the head, the neck and stuff, and popping the head off, I mean, he is covered in green dragon blood. Glizik has some on him from splatter, but Glizik, they're trying to hold the head back, and he's like pulling one of the talons on the claw, so he's not helping very much. You're kind of bouncing back and forth through different wounds, Raz, filling up vials wherever you can, and popping off a small scale.
I have a small flavor question.
Yes.
Is this thing's blood
Like
slightly
chicken.
caustic?
Is this blood what?
Slightly caustic, at least. Like, is it spicy blood because it's a green dragon?
It could be. Why don't you drink some?
Well, I'm not asking that. I'm just, dealing here, touching this thing up and all of its wounds and stuff.
I mean, has any gotten in my mouth when I'm chopping this in?
Does it
And
have that?
screaming.
It is not acidic like maybe a black dragon would be. It's not a xenomorph.
Right.
But you do notice as you're gathering it, there is a little gas in the blood because little bubbles pop up every now and then. Not a whole lot.
That seems very dangerous for just about anyone except a dragon, apparently.
Smells
It's
like
almost in the
swimming
blood that's
pools.
bad for your heart.
Chlorine gas ain't bad for us, is it?
I was talking about the breath weapon. Kruger's all like freaking poison splatter. I'm like, I always pictured it as like chlorine gas. I don't know what it is, but
Oh no, I was thinking of it as like a gas too. I'm just saying, like, he just like it was like pushing up against him. He just stood
wagging
there
it.
and didn't give a shit about it.
All right, Zakara, you go off and find your siblings along with the other cat folk as well, because they weren't mauled. Oh no, that's right, they're dead. Because they got breathed on as well that first breath. You guys healed the other two. That's right. You guys healed the siblings.
mm-hmm. It's about all that we had time to do.
So the 3 cat folk are dead, and the 2 goblins are dead that were out here.
I'm not paying for those.
And oh no, you're paying.
I'm not paying for the dead ones.
This
You're
entire
paying.
camp is mine.
I'm
I already own
still waiting for
everything.
my 20 goblins to come out. Plus, I was getting more cat folk. I mean, what the heck?
Money has not been exchanged yet. These are damaged goods.
Yeah.
Zakara, you find your siblings that are on the other side of the tent, kind of huddling there together, afraid. You kind of go over, pull the mask off, and take your hood back. And
I don't know why
they are not sure that they should be happy to see you or not. I mean, they're mostly happy, but
Bitch, I just killed a dragon.
I don't know what Zakara did that pissed everyone off before, but killing a dragon's got to be worth something.
You would think.
She summoned a dragon. That was the problem.
yeah, she summoned it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So all you did really was correct your error. So is it still?
I mean, look at the bright side. It could have been worse. We could have not helped. This shit could have gotten a whole lot better.
I think we should at some point very soon, though, folks, call the hobgoblins back over and make them swear fealty and stuff because we just killed their leader per se. So now they work for us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was their fucking name? What was this bitch's actual name?
What Valdorius or whatever? That was the dragon, though.
The dragon, or
It's definitely would be like Valdoran,
Bandahar.
Bandahar was the dragon.
Ever heard? Yeah.
No, it's not Everhard.
Not anymore.
I don't know. After you
That's just
die.
Raz.
Wind chimes.
The most concerning part is Glizzik keeps his word. And Glizzik keeps his word.
Right next to the throne room. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the wind.
One literally coming in here ask, what the hell is that? Oh, it's a story.
That's what happens when you cross us. We do want to, like, just as a side, out of character, we do want to try and get what we can from the carcass of the dragon, obviously. We're also going to want to search the camp, especially the large tent he just came out of, because that's probably where he has anything valuable.
The dragon did not come out of the tent. He was just there.
I thought,
He was just chilling in the pit.
but that's where they were, not like necessarily where they were
That's
lairing.
where
Okay.
you assume the hobgoblin leader was. You don't know where the dragon came from. His lair is 100 miles away. Ha-ha! No treasure!
When two dragons really love each other.
Then they have extra dragon in the lair.
You're making a lot of assumptions here. When two dragons have some kind of a relationship.
Urge. When they have an urge.
When they have a booty call in an ice cave.
Exactly. then they call Mystic.
When they get interrupted.
Mystic did basically let his best friend die to get some tail.
He did.
May or may not have been his intent.
Still let it happen.
I mean, just don't draw from the deck of many things, and that situation never would have happened.
I don't think that was a choice that most of us made.
It wasn't. One person made that choice. All right. So that takes you guys about 5 minutes to do that. So what would you like? You do not, when you're over there, Zakara, because you're looking out, you don't see any hobgoblins anywhere. You're not sure if they're hiding in their tents, if they kind of ran into the wall and climbed over. You're not sure what's going on.
Once the rope of climbing has the dragon attached to me.
Sure.
I'm
How
just
much
gonna
bulk can you carry?
enough.
And that is not an answer.
One dragon's worth.
I can, without penalty, I can hold up to 9. My upper limit, like altogether, is 14.
All right, you can probably carry this, but I don't know how much it'll weigh yet. But you're going to be encumbered while you're carrying it.
Rude.
Is
Just
it
'cause
more
it's
of
so
like an
freaking big.
exploration?
Yes.
I put it in my backpack so it weighs 2 less.
Nope.
I mean,
And it's too big to fit into a bag of holding. So.
I know.
Plus, it's sharp. But
Yep, exactly.
when you leave, you can definitely carry it back. I'm just saying you're not going to walk around adventuring and doing stuff carrying it.
Yeah. I figure like we're gonna do like what we did before. Like Raz is gonna like clean it, get anything useful out of it, and then I have the skull afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could.
That'll probably
we
take a
could-
solid day of work.
We'd like to taxidermy the whole thing so it stays like a face of a dragon, though, too, rather than just the skull, right? It'll be more impressive that way.
That'd be cool.
It's not
We
really,
got plenty of body for everything else, right?
Krieger doesn't know how that shit works.
not really my
He
expertise.
only cares about the skulls.
All right,
Yeah,
so
wrong
Zakara comes
character,
back
Naughty.
with 2 catfolk with her.
Good, more sleep.
Like hands deep in the fucking artery of this thing when they come over.
These are 2 that I was going to buy. Excellent. You brought me my
So,
property.
What
Thank
are you
you.
guys doing?
Like after I get it all attached, and I'm just gonna
You
yell
kind of
out.
chop it off, drag it off a little bit. Blizzard throws a rope at it, mutters something, and the rope starts tying itself all around it.
That is a nifty trick, my shaman.
And I go, knots! And it like just knots itself, so it makes a little handhold so you can like wear it like the straps of a backpack, if you want to,
And
but
then
you
when you
don't
put
have
it
to
on,
carry it
you
that
can
way
say
the whole
another
time.
command, and it'll wrap around your neck so it doesn't
Yes.
fall off.
Oh, look, he's turning blue. He's always blue.
It's it's half rope of climbing, half rope of
Strangulation.
Yeah.
We like multi-purpose.
Hey,
backpacks.
some people are into that. I just saying.
After the dragon head is like bitted, I'll like put it back on the ground next to me.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna yell out like loud enough that even people on the other end of the camp or like even in the woods outside the clearing can hear. I'll just yell, "Chieftain!"
Even those 30-foot horses on the far side of the camp can hear.
Don't forget about the 30-foot cow over there.
the Paraceratherium.
All right. What you doing next?
There's no like stirring in the camp, nothing else.
Nope.
Did we not see these guys leave at all?
They started heading eastward towards the tents we saw.
They ran
during the-
off east and northeast to the tents and kind of behind them and stuff, out of sight. And then you guys were just too busy with the with the fight.
But in order to get out of the palisade, they'd have to go out through the gate in front of us. Either they're in the cave.
I mean, they have
Or
towers
go up
they
and
could jump
Come
out
up on
of.
the wall or climb over the wall and so forth, just like Zakara.
It's a 15-foot wall. They're hobgoblins. They're not cool like she is.
They can go up on the tower and just jump over.
Nah.
I'm not saying where they're at. I'm just saying you do not see them.
I'm going to turn to Miki and Tawar. Which way did the hobgoblins go?
The what?
Your captors.
Fucking idiots.
Fuck you, orc. They kind of look at the dead dragon, the covered in blood orc. Everyone else, I mean, Lindsay gets blood on him. Raz has blood all over his hands and partly up his arms. Zakara's pretty clean. They're like, I don't know. They went by the tents and we weren't really watching. Who killed you guys? Killed that thing?
After he says that, I'm just gonna start walking over this way.
Hashtag not my first dragon.
That is true.
You guys are mostly okay. You don't need me to ding you another like small AoE heal or anything to save it in case later.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah.
I was asking the other players if they want one more small group heal just before we start wandering.
And
Like,
Kruger already started
what we're at.
wandering.
I'm fine.
I'm at.
Okay.
What am I at? I'm at like a
You're
third.
47.
Nah,
Yeah,
2/5.
we're all about. You guys are about half. I'm pretty much full.
Do I have I seen anything like looking like any hobgoblins?
No. Definitely
Do
see over here, definitely tents are ruffled, like weapon racks are like knocked over. Looks like someone came through here in a hurry.
Is there like is this the type of ground where there would be like footprints?
No, it's all
Okay.
hardened. I mean, I'm not saying it's like rock, but it's all beaten down and hardened.
Yeah.
Now, if you had
Copious,
go ahead.
copious amounts of snot and phlegm from people almost choking to death on poison gas.
No,
No.
most of them just died on the spot.
Yeah, I'll just keep walking, see if I see any sign of them. If you want me to keep moving my character, I am, but basically I'll basically get in the middle and I'll just walk down this way and see if I see any sign of them at all. If not, I'll just head back to the group.
Nope, you're over there looking around. It's gonna take you a few minutes. Blizzard kind of wanders off into the big tent. He's always been a circus performer. Raz and Zakara, what are you guys doing?
Since they don't know anything about the hobgoblins, I'll turn to Miki. You said Kelra was in the Dragon Slayer? Or the Dragon Hatter?
Yeah. And she kind of points in towards the cave. The dragon has a. If you go in there, it breaks into two parts. The narrow part goes back to where we were kept, along with a bunch of stinky. And she points at Glizzik.
Well, that stinky goblin saved you.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying there's a bunch more of them in there, except they're all green, and he's not green, so I'm not sure. Is he a goblin or what? I don't know. And then then there's a wider part of the cave that goes back, and that's where the dragons always is. We don't usually go back there much. We just get working enlarging tunnels and such.
Are they still wounded?
Oh yeah. Well, no. You're not sure.
Like one of them was brought up with, I think I battle medicine to one of them, and then Zakara
and one
got
was a potion.
With a potion.
But
yeah.
They're all beat up, brewed, from malnourishment, a few smacks in here by hobgoblins. So I want to say they're wounded, but they're definitely like not in the top prime.
All fatigued and shit.
Exactly.
Can't heal that one. Just rest. I'll kind of nudge Zakara. We shouldn't let the Kruger get too far ahead. There's still a lot of hobgoblins out there, and I'm curious what might be inside the cave.
It looks like more slaves.
The other three dragons.
The other three
Huh.
dragons.
Were there any other dragons or eggs or anything?
I don't know. We've never been back there. We think there's only one. At least we've only ever seen one at a time.
Right. Well, stay here. And I'm gonna go over towards the tents to look for hobgoblins.
Okay.
I'll follow along with her.
Okay. Mr. Glizzik, roll me a perception.
Yo,
As we're going, I'm gonna hand Zakara the quicksilver I had on me, just in case.
Okay.
I'm good.
Thanks.
Not bad work out there, I must say. For a second, I thought I was going to have to throw everything I had at it.
Uh,
Might have got you a little singed in the process.
I think I would have been fine, but at least you and Kruger kept the breath weapon away.
Nasty stuff, that. I think I could put it to use. Still, we killed a dragon. A real dragon. Not an overgrown turtle.
I think the other one still counts as a dragon.
You'll just shrug. One's much more impressive, though.
Especially if we can take that head back.
Just tried to stop Kruger. Why am I freaking moving so crazy?
So I'm moving you.
Hmm.
All right, you guys start moving over here as Kruger kind of starts heading back.
As Kruger gets close enough for me to casually toss it, I'll throw him at the other Drake card I've got, just in case.
I'll toss it in my bag. It's certainly more potent than your last.
I'm assuming like stuff Raz gives you, you guys keep in your pouches, because anything in your backpack takes more actions to get out than like stuff in your pouches.
Sure, yeah. I didn't know there was a difference. Yeah, it'll be in my pouch.
Yeah, there is, because you have to take your backpack off, then take it out, and so it takes you 2 to get it out instead of 1, which is why lighting a torch is a real pain in the ass. Because the torches are in your backpack.
As he catches it and says that, my work is a field that never sees an end. Always room for improvement.
I feel the same way. I can always become stronger and better.
You killed a giant lizard.
Just think of what I will do next.
I'm eager to get into the giblets of that thing.
You said you needed some poison thing from this, right? Where's that located?
That's a good question. Do I know where the hell this gland or sac or whatever this thing is? Is there a gossip?
Nature, maybe?
I mean, if that is a nature check, I will definitely be subbing lore gossip.
Well,
no, I would say for what you for you. Well, let me look at your skills. I don't have the skills.
I mean, I could probably help point it out for nature with them.
I know usually for recall knowledge, dragons are Arcana.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Arcana for sure.
Let's go with Arcana. I'm good at that.
Does Glizzic want to help?
Sure.
I don't know if he's with us right now, though.
I'm in the tent right next to the dragon.
Oh, so no. Yep.
Yeah,
we're closer than you are.
It's
a good roll.
Yeah, I'll take it.
While not 100% sure, it's not like you've studied a book that has, like pictures of dragon anatomy. You're pretty sure from the way it works, it has to be somewhere like down its throat somewhere. Just so otherwise, how would it breathe it out?
It's got to have space to hold all that gas. It has to have a space for it to be constantly expanding, and
so it could do mouth parts.
Unless it makes it on like demand, you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, it's not quite on demand. At least not true demand. It did have a little bit of a refractory period.
The book he was referencing for the anatomy of the dragon.
But he wants to see the inside, not the outside.
You see a little. It's usually a staple right here in the belly for some reason. I don't know why.
I would try somewhat around the neck. Would be my first guess.
Base of the neck, yeah.
Maybe just above its lungs, base of the neck, perhaps. I didn't see it in the head we lopped off. That would be my next best guess. I'm no dragon expert, but I do know a thing or two of anatomy.
Well, I expect you to clean this skull as well.
I can certainly clean all of the fleshy bits off. A bit of acid will do that just fine, without damaging the bone. Unless this thing is made of something else altogether. Should sleuth off, same as any flesh.
For a green dragon, yeah, that probably won't work on a black.
It needs stronger acid than what.
Just lots of base to neutralize it.
Well, the cowards that were in this camp ran away, jumping out of that watchtower. And he points over to the watchtower over to the northeast.
Just picturing like 4 dozen hobgoblins just clambering up a tower and over it.
Oh, there was more than that, but yeah.
It was like an
World War
obstacle
Z
course
style.
for the army.
Because the one squadron wasn't hurt. One was a little bit hurt. The other one was about half hurt. So.
Well, we are thinking of investigating the cavern of this thing. Evidently its lair is in there, and all the other servants and slaves it kept.
So my servants and slaves then.
Pretty much.
Well, there's about 60 goblins that I was going to buy that were in there.
I
Glissa
mean,
got
I know
the
that
best
looks
kind
like
of Glissa got the best discount. Kill the owner discount.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone always gets shits for killing the shopkeeper, but look how effective it is.
I know, right?
So
If you
economical.
actually manage to do it and not get caught by the guards, it's pretty effective.
I feel like we were caught doing it. They just can't do anything about
Why
it.
is every time we kill a shop owner, it's always a bread shop? What the hell? We robbing the wrong spots.
Well, let us go see what a dragon's hoard looks like that isn't underwater.
Zargan, we keep robbing the bank. Unfortunately, it's the food bank. We're not getting any richer.
The same one. You keep going back like 2 days later. Why do we have more food?
It's that same damn box of stuffing that nobody wants.
What do you mean date 1827? The year's 21 something. What do you mean?
It's
300 years old.
That freaking Futurama episode where the crazy robot, robs the same bank like 3 times. The first time was just to case it and rob it a little bit.
Do we need to take off effects? Like my little fly thing shouldn't be on anymore and all that jazz? Okay, cool.
Most of that shit wore off while you guys were harvesting some dragon bits.
Cool.
All right. I'm assuming you guys go into the cave then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Does it
All right,
smell
you
like
go into
goblin in here?
It smells... You're not sure what it smells like. Dank, dusty, mildew, shit, body odor. It smells of like everything. A little bit of poison gas smell.
Is the car's family following us?
No.
Okay.
They can hang in a tent if they want. Just there's pillows and stuff in there. There's really nothing worthwhile in there, though.
I'm going to leave Maeve out here since she's not self-motivated at the moment.
I just didn't want to.
I'll walk up to like the car before we head in once we're like out of like normal earshot of her family, and I'll say, I'll allow you to decide what happens to your folk.
Kill them.
We came here to get your family. The rest of them, it is your choice what we do to them. Everything else is mine.
Wow. Not even gonna split the treasure with you guys. Wow.
He's talking about people. Like that's the reference that he's going
It's
for.
still
at the moment.
loot. Goblins are loot.
Wasn't even the one that killed the dragon, and he's claiming it all.
He was dead at the time too. Yeah. New party leadership.
That's fine with me.
All right, you guys go in the cave. You can't go in any farther than that because I have it blocked off.
Boo.
About 30, 40 feet from where you're at, and the passage is split. One stays nice and wide and goes off to the right, and one goes narrow, about 10 foot wide, goes off to the left. Just like you saw before, Zakara.
Apparently the slaves were in the narrow one. But I think they were saying that my sister was kept with the dragon.
Yeah.
So I'll start heading off in that direction.
Down the wider passage?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way the dragon fit in the other one.
Not even if he squeezed?
He could get his mouth down part of it, and eat somebody or something, but that's why he had hobgoblins.
Unless he's a shape changer.
Unless.
Da, da, da,
Oh,
da.
he changed shapes. All right, he's headless now.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna show you the map I had prepared for the lair.
Pure blackness. Exactly what I expected.
Really?
Yeah.
I have dark vision. Why can't I see in the dark? There we go. Oh no, it went away. Briefly, I saw fire.
Yeah, you have dark vision. You can't see fire. Jeez,
How about
Yeah,
that?
it was colored and everything. Now it's still.
Oh, that's the entire map.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks like a ghost.
Yeah, I was about to say, it kind of looks like there's the two flaming parts are like the eyes. That big chasm is a mouth. Then you have the
Yeah.
arms on the sides.
Let's see. I can tell you this now. The original plot was for you guys to go in there, fight some with the hobgoblins. The dragon shows up, beats you guys up. You guys run away. Then you
Yeah,
guys
that's
come
not
back and fight it here in the lair. But that's not what happened. So you guys come in. Go ahead.
As if for the record, we did actually strategize a little bit during the week, Sargon, for what we were going to do for the
That's
end
fine.
of the week. It was nice.
I don't mind.
There was an update to Dandy. Apparently, Firebrands added a bunch of feats. Ooh.
No one cares about your stinky class. There's treasure to be had.
Mhm.
So you guys come in. Those torches are there and lit. You can see this would be a hard fight if you guys fought it in here, because only one way to get over there, unless you could leap, 20 feet across that chasm, would be go up to the right and allow, the nice single file.
Or use my floaty wings.
I mean,
Well,
but I mean, we all had the things that would let us fly
I
over
understand
it.
that, but I'm just saying.
And I can jump.
You might have been able to clear that, but you're probably the only one.
Yeah, just don't jump like Roger.
I might have.
Yeah.
Give us back our life.
Yeah. And across there, up on the raised area, you see a bunch of coins and items and treasure.
There's a skeleton in there.
It's
on the skeleton.
There's several skeletons laying around here.
Oh no, there's a skeleton on the horde.
Yeah.
One got closer than the rest.
I think it's Phallus because there's a shield.
Nice.
I mean, that holds true. Look, that's like a Crusader's helm that's right next to the shield.
Now we know where he went. Is there anyone alive
forgot about
here?
the unpart of the undead.
Half dead.
As you look across, laying in the treasure, not in the treasure, I guess on the level below the treasure, you see a figure. Human size, furry.
I throw it into the pit.
There you go. Perfect.
Try to love someone.
As you guys
just look at the car. What? She was dead when I got here.
Then why'd she scream on the way down? I don't know what that was. That's the wind.
That's just air coming out of the body.
Yep.
It just looks like Raz shamans take care of this for me.
It's just the whistling sound of gravity.
Yep, you guys go up the
Casually
steps.
throw an elixir of life down the pit. That'll do it.
To the right and cross across there to go over there, and it is Zakara's sister. She is sleeping at the moment, or passed out. You're not sure which. She's in basically a little better shape than the others, but she's still malnourished, physically abused, mentally tormented.
Zakara is going to walk over to her, and then just sort of nudge her with her foot.
So you're kicking her, is what I hear.
Yeah.
Yes, the hobo check.
Hey, she kind of waits with a start. She's not used to being woken by anything but hobgoblins and maybe a dragon, so it's never a good time to be woken up. She kind of looks up, blinks her eyes, looks at you guys, scoots back a little bit, looks at Zakara, and goes, Zazel?
Hello, Kelra.
But they said you died.
Who said I died?
Hasley said you left with Ferris and went off somewhere and died because you were worthless.
I'm sure Hasley was hoping that happened.
She kind of reaches out and touches you. Are you real? And you are.
Good, you didn't need to roll to figure that out. Roll an intelligence check.
I
Nat 20.
think, therefore,
you have
am.
an existential crisis.
That's right.
Oh
Are
crap!
any of
Am I
us-
real?
Are any
I
of us
rolled a
real?
1.
Are we all just characters on a stage played by some other existential divine beings?
Our thoughts not even our own.
Lizzik's picking his nose.
Here's the real curse of Strahd.
Zazel, the dragon, it'll be here soon. They went off to hunt, and it'll be back anytime. You need to get out of here.
I just throw down to the dragon's head, like right
You're not
next to it.
carrying it with you. I
Yes,
told you.
I am. I can walk.
No.
Like, I don't want some bitch.
He used it as a bridge to cross the chasm.
from me. Like I would carry it in there. Like I don't assume any immediate threat considering the big guy's gone, and I don't want chieftain bitch ass who just ran away to like take it.
You said he'd only
Carrying
be
it around like
encumbered.
Surtur's crown.
That's only like clumsy 1 and a 10-foot penalty to speed. He's got that in spades.
What? Clumsiness? True. All right.
Yeah, just throw it down. You
It
mean
breaks.
this dragon?
The jaw falls off.
Fucking fragile ass.
He kicks it and falls into the chasm. No!
No,
All right, Kruger,
I
dive
throw
after.
Glizzikin to go get it.
rope,
Fly.
rope, lift it. Bring us back the head.
She kind of recoils from the very live-looking, blood-encrusted dragon that still smells of like chlorine gas.
Like Jabba once he's choked out with the tongue.
Exactly. except more blood. Because she kind of looks at you guys. You killed it?
Yeah, we do this thing on a daily basis.
You're dragon slayers?
Yeah.
It is the second dragon we have killed.
In the last like month.
It's not been a month.
She doesn't know that.
Not-
Shut up, sorry.
Not even a month.
This is just a normal Tuesday for us.
Not bad for a cat with bad luck, huh?
No, today is Star Day, thank you. I never said you were bad luck. Father never said that.
A lot of people did.
It wasn't your fault about Mother.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay. You know she's alive, right?
Ba, 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 ba.
Did she finally come back?
No, but she talks to Father sometimes.
That voice in his head?
Yeah. At least that's what he says. It sounds like her. Is he crazy?
Maybe.
Like a fox. It
That's-
told him where you were so he could send that letter. Did you get it?
I did get it, although it was a bit delayed.
Can we leave? I want to go home.
Yeah, we can go.
Did you find the others?
Yeah,
She would say their name. I just don't know them off the top of my head because I'm a shitty DM.
On Donner, on Blitzen, on Chewie, on
She did
Tom.
give you like 9 freaking siblings worth of names.
9. I wish it was only 9.
It was 9.
I'm just assuming they're secretly like a mafia family.
Plus
so it's
mom
like
and dad. Plus
Giovanni.
They got the names to
Vin-
match. Some of these
Kitty
names.
Ventru.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out one of my healing potions and hand them to her.
What is this?
It'll heal you a bit. Make you feel better.
She kind of. Oh, I don't need this. You might need this. You have wounds. You all do.
Honestly, ma'am, it's mostly the dragon's blood. It's we blink a little bit.
Kruger just like looks at himself. This is all dragon's blood.
Yeah, I know, but you still have some open wounds and shit, Kruger.
Yeah, that's fine. That's still dragon's blood.
I know, mixing him in with your blood. Poison save
Makes him
coming
strong.
later.
Fuck poison saves. I'm about to become a draconic sorcerer.
Then you won't
I'm
need
just
anyone else. You'll
saying.
be your own shaman.
He just freaking collected a huge amount of catalyst after drinking all these Drake hearts for God knows how long at this point.
He'll start turning into a dragon.
See, that's the whole point of it. Dragon stance, monk, the whole.
I mean, she'll drink it if you want her to, but she doesn't necessarily want to drink it.
Okay, I'll take it back.
Okay.
Since she doesn't look like she's about to keel over or anything.
No, she wasn't breathed on by an adult green dragon.
Multiple times.
Only once. Then they ran away. They were smart.
Imagine running away from a dragon.
I mean, I think I found their problem. They ran away.
Yeah,
run
level 0
towards the
and
dragon.
1 characters can fight, CR12 dragons. Yep.
In enough numbers, they can.
Hey, they got just as good a chance of hitting a nat 20 as we do to actually hit the dragon.
They don't need a nat 20.
Right?
Also, they got a better chance to hit than some of us.
Just because you guys think you need a nat 20 doesn't mean that's the truth. Last session, you guys rolled for shit. In this session, you rolled much better. First round of combat, you guys rolled 2 nat 20s. I don't want to hear it.
I still just like the visual of like just this poison gas like flowing around Kruger, and he's like, "You don't give a shit. I'm used to this by now. You've done it like 8 times."
Yep.
The first time it caught us off guard, and then we just started building a resistance to it. See, that's the secret.
It's just like
just so
King powder.
Exactly. Just so you know, when I rolled for Dragon Breath regen, I rolled a 1, so it would have had it next round.
Oh my god!
Would have had it next round anyway, because it gets it back when it crits us too, right?
It didn't crit anyone.
Yeah, if it didn't get its breath, it just would have fucking crit us immediately.
I'm pretty sure it crit in the Thayer, didn't
No.
It has to be on attack.
Fuck,
Has to be on attack.
Snake is gone for a fucking week.
Yep. All right, so
basically
what would you
useless
guys like
now.
to do?
What's a team
Well,
without a mascot?
Step 1, gather all treasure. We got chests and bags and stuff to fill, folks.
And do I have a Hoover yet? So like all this stuff.
You guys do have 1 bag of holding if Sakara lets you put all your treasure in her bag of holding.
Well, Kruger's got the chest with the extra dimensional pockets too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that sucker too. Yeah.
Modest like service fee.
That's still partly full.
Gems over coins.
What?
That still has that bag of gold in it.
Some, yeah.
The 500 gold.
The old gold pieces that we weren't going to try and,
If you look in the party inventory.
Yeah, it's got like those Matvian gold coins.
Bag of ancient gold coins.
If it'll load.
You can use them to power sci-fi
Not
things.
responding. Woohoo!
Probably.
There it
goes.
See, I told you, this is a transition into the Traveler campaign.
We visit
it's the same chasm. This is where you fall through to.
That we took that guy into.
We're the Middle Earth.
The funny thing is, you see this stick, like some weird see-through plastic laying on the floor, and it's glowing.
Holy shit.
You hear a tiny voice, would you mind throwing that back up?
This is where sun rods come from.
Yep. All right, it's going to take you guys a good 15-20 minutes to gather this loot.
That's fine. I'm going to use the restroom.
No. He's not here, guys. You can get the loot. You take it all yourselves.
Now, for those of us that normally don't fill everything because we have almost no strength, who say rock the world at 3.1 encumbrance when they can handle, 5 at no penalty and 10 for their limit. We can squeeze a little bit of extra stuff or maybe just hold the bag of coins.
I can hold 1 more bulk without a penalty.
All of the stuff will fit in the bag of holding.
Okay.
There is only 4.5
It's all
copper
copper.
coins
Zargan,
The picture
and
looks big.
items.
I found something out that
Yeah.
I don't think would have changed much, but in hindsight, I feel like we probably should know. I can't do double brew yet. That's level 9. For some reason, I thought that was level
You
8.
fucking cheater.
I saw that. Was looking at shit for like level 9 when you mentioned we might be leveling. I'm like, oh, cool. What do I get? Oh, fuck.
Oh, well. I'm
I
not
don't
worried
have
about
that
it.
yet. I mean, it was
I'm
just
not.
too. I just would have used my last
It
action.
happened once.
Plug them the other time. It's experimental.
Exactly. It worked this time, but that's funny because when you tried it the other day, it didn't work.
Here's my Hail Mary. Let's find out what happens. Last time I blew up a squirrel.
In the words of Alanis Morissette, you live, you learn.
Exactly. Or you live, then you die. All right. I will transfer the parcel of Dragon's Lair into the party sheet.
Cool. No sign of my goblins down here, though? They must be in the small cave side.
Well, they're small.
Yeah, we probably should check on
SMOL goblins, small goblin.
see if there's any other cat folk that need to be like brought back, I guess. Only make us look good, you know.
He's putting all the stuff in the party loot. It looks like we were able to
It's
fit
in
most
there.
of it in the bags. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll all fit in the bags. It's only 4,300 coins, 4,400 coins total. I was nice.
Just make them all platinum.
There was a lot more silver and copper, but then Galgrim left and took his bag of holding with him, so I redistributed the wealth.
A simple. Oh, Kruger wants a top hat.
What's Kruger gonna do with a top hat?
He is a dapper, gentle orc. Okay.
There is many things to describe Kruger, but I don't think he knows what dapper means.
So
or gentle.
You guys load all this
never
stuff. All the
I
coins
know.
go into the bag.
He knows gentle. He didn't crit kill Zakara's sibling.
And you have some items there as well. Unknown items.
And I'll give the mask back to Kruger.
Okay.
You say mouse?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
his pet
mouse.
dead mouse.
Zakara brought him
I
a dead
like
mouse.
dead mouse.
That's
It's a
dead
sign
Dead
of
mouse makes
affection.
good music.
The band.
Deflator mouse.
Okay.
So it takes
re-equip
you guys
it.
about 15, 20 minutes to gather all this up and load it up.
As long as that dead mouse isn't pate, we're all right.
What would you like to do now? Are you going to start looking at items, or what are you doing?
Weren't we
I
gonna
wanna
check out
search my
the
slave.
slave corridor as well?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm going after my people that I own.
I believe
We gotta
Kruger
get-
claimed them. Didn't
we
you hear
gotta get
Kruger
this
said
army
he owed
moving.
them?
Hey, is he's going to have sex with them to repopulate the goblin population? That's one thing. But otherwise, they're my
you're
people.
gonna have sex with green goblins?
Yep,
Is that a
I've
thing
done it
that's gonna
before.
happen?
I'll do it again if I have to. And I will
Exactly.
nail every one of them to the mast and kill them individually for slaves in the afterlife. Thank you very much.
They didn't stop him
3
before.
gold apiece is cheap for slaves forever.
Nice.
Now they're
All right, you
I ain't
guys
turning down
gather
a
the
free-
stuff up, shove it all in the bag of holding, and
wonder.
head down the other passage.
It's no wonder the dragon got pissed. They were trying to sell off his slaves at like freaking copper pieces to the gold.
the thing is that they bargain like Grog. They have no concept of what money actually is, so that's why he was mad.
Say hi
Guys,
for
go.
us.
Hi for us.
She said hello.
Hello.
Is that what you said exactly in that tone?
In that inflection, yeah, that's actually
Tell her
exactly how
Kristen
she said
also
it.
says hello as well, even though we've never met.
Tell her she should bend over and bite you.
That
She's a
doesn't sound
zombie, and
fun.
we all know it.
That cost extra on camera.
I just let you guys live. What do you mean?
Speaking of ropes of strangulation,
I purposefully let Zakara roll a 20. I have a mod.
I knew it.
Nah, I don't.
So what are we looking at in the slave corridor? How many?
All right, you go over there, and the smell gets worse as you go in there. It is dark, so someone's going to have to provide a light. I mean, you guys have lights, so
think dark
We
vision.
can
there's a floating arm.
all see in the dark.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the snake. Oh, too soon.
Hmm.
Nice. I was not saying that, but good job.
Even the skull. We're in the market for familiars.
All right, you go down there, and they kind of look at you, they kind of skitter away, and that there is 37 goblins back here.
They lied. They said there were 60. It's false advertising. All right. I'd like to do
the manager who's not here.
I'm gonna do my best revolutionary pose and stand on a small
Viva la
crate that's
Goblin.
probably there or a stone, and try and get these guys the hell out of the cave and come with us because they have no better option. I'd like to use performance for that.
Okay. No.
And I'm
no
speaking
more
in goblin.
It's just gobos.
And screw it, hero point, because I want to use it, and it's already 8.
All right.
Don't you freaking
5.
having to go to work to me.
Probably.
It's only 5:45.
Come on, worse. I'll take
Yeah.
it. 38.
Whew.
All right. Glizzy
Being
gets up there and starts going on a William Wallace tirade.
I'm 3 feet tall, and I fire lightning out my ass.
And fireballs out your, I don't know, your mouth. I don't know. And takes him about 3-4 minutes to get these goblins kind of, I won't say fired up because they're too beat to shit to kind of be fired up. But they kind of rally behind him, and Kruger shows them the dragon skull, and they will follow you out.
All right. Chance for a better life.
Congo line.
Goblin
Deep mushroom,
conga
crispy.
line, huh?
Deep mushroom, crispy.
You guys come back out to the main camp with a line of goblins behind you, and one cat with you besides Zakara, who reunites with her siblings.
The other tents around the hobgoblin camp probably had at least like basic equipment with them, better than what the slaves would actually have. So let's have them rummage through and see what they can find before we leave, at least. I mean, they're not going to probably want to carry a lot of crap, but they might be able to find like a little bit of food or maybe some basic tools or kind of clothing scraps.
Oh, they have like, a potato sack, kind of like Dobby.
Right. Something. But I mean, just anything that they could find to make their, have a chance at life. They're goblins. They don't have a good chance already. So, I mean, let's help them out.
No, I mean, if you guys want to let them go through those, they will. They will.
Because we sort of got some dragon anyway, so. And there's still all that meat on the fire spit that never got finished, right?
There's not a ton of it, but there is some.
37 goblin-sized portions.
No, there's not that many. Is that what you tell them to do?
Yeah, get some food if you can, get some gear, find whatever you can, and we're going to be on the road in a few. You just got to chop up this dragon that we killed, and we'll be going.
They reluctantly head over to where the hobgoblins stayed and start going into, looking in tents, make sure they're not about to get axed by a hobgoblin, and they start looting. Not much to loot, but
I'll ask, like, what is your plan with them?
But this is the beginning of our kingdom, kid. Like, we need soldiers. I was hoping to get the hobgoblins, but I'll take the goblins as a stepping stone at this point, so we can start establishing something.
It's likely the hobgoblins simply retreated and regrouped somewhere. You could likely still find them if you were so inclined. Might take some time.
Or we can wait here for them to come back.
True.
Would they come back? Sorry, would they come back?
I don't know.
If they thought the dragon lived, it would probably come for them. I'm sure they'd come back for fear, right? I say to Rat.
Certainly possible. If they assume the dragon beat us, and I wouldn't blame them for thinking it on their way out. And perhaps we can relay one that comes back to scout. Or waylay, that one. We may have to stay here to do that, though. They may do so sooner rather than later.
Given the fight that we just had, I don't think we should be traveling. And while I don't think this is the start of a kingdom, I do think it is the start of an army.
What? 37 goblins are invincible.
Fuck the goblins. Like I don't even think about them.
I cast wall of goblins. They just all like get on top of each other. It's like a pyramid. It's like cheerleader pyramid.
Either way, you might have a good distraction at least.
While they're looking at the goblins, I cast fireball at them. So yeah, just have them find whatever they can for equipment or whatever, and say we're going
Okay.
to chop up the dragon for a while. And while we're doing that, if the hobgoblins come back, great. If not, we'll see what's what.
All right.
But we need what? We need blood. We need as much leather off the dragon as we
Blood
can
has
carry.
been what blood can be gained has been gained.
Okay, leather as far as stuff so we can make gloves or boots or
Hide
whatever.
is still available.
Okay.
And the sacks.
Do you want his balls? What?
Lands. I mean, if
We
those lands come in the
shine.
form of balls.
Real quick, Raz can still like treat people, right?
Oh yeah.
That is
treat
probably
people.
something
Battle
we should
medicine.
do. Yeah, like outside of battle medicine, like that was a thing
Depends
you could do.
on how long it's been. Although I don't know if
Well,
you
'cause-
treated anyone.
I haven't-
No, because he hasn't did like treat wounds yet or
I
stuff
haven't
on
done it. I
us.
think I accidentally hit treat wounds on Kruger during one of his battle medicines, but yeah, because I didn't do a treat wounds on him. I accidentally clicked it though, the debuff.
Oh, that wouldn't be a treat wounds though. Not in combat, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's immune.
It was just like the day versus the hour battle medicine or whatever it
Yep.
is.
Raz, I think you're the only one who's got one wound at this point on the combat tracker because I didn't go down at all, and I don't think Zakara did either.
No, I should still have wounds because I went down again. So I
Yeah.
should be wound 3.
It just says treat wounds immune to treatment 1 hour on you.
I think
No.
you're only
Somebody got hit accident.
I think you're only at 2 though, right?
Remember, if you get what I believe it's magical healed or wounds treated, that removes the wounded effect.
This potion, like
So-
his elixirs aren't magical though, right?
No,
Wait,
But my,
potions
my
are.
wand to healing was though.
I'm not 100% sure on the magical part, but I know if treat wounds will remove the wounded effect.
Well,
think
either
it-
way, I'm only at 47 HP, and if I have less health than Glizzic, that's a problem for everybody. So
Why don't we
Quizzing,
take
now's your chance.
Why don't we take the evening here then? And let us recover. I'm sure your family would appreciate getting home sooner, but so long as we're in this condition and dozens of hobgoblins may still be nearby, Kruger's right, may not be safe.
So
We
what
take-
are you guys doing for the next 10 minutes? Are you sitting around treating wounds? Are you hacking into dragon?
I'll treat wounds. I've already got the blood, and Kruger was going to take care of the gland.
I can help with the
What?
dragon.
when was it? What? Why did I get recruited into Gland?
Remember, though, if you're treating their wounds, they can't be doing a bunch of other stuff either.
When he's treating my runes, I'm going to refocus.
Okay.
After that, I can, if Raz has something he wants that needs me or could use my help, then I will assist him.
Glizzic, what are you doing?
Just in chat. I are hacking into I'm trying to get the leather out of the dragon.
What are you? Okay, so you're
future
done, so
future leather working. So whatever crafting skill I need to try and harvest or whatever.
I can treat up to 4 people at once, by the way. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Glizzic
Okay.
doesn't need it. He's only down.
I don't
one
need it.
HP.
down a hit point.
Yeah.
That's like 2/3 of his health, but
I will get healing then.
okay, you gonna heal yourself too, Raz?
Yep. And
Alright.
we're gonna
You could assure all of them if you wanted.
well, it's only one roll when you do ward medic.
One skill roll, but you roll each heal separate, right? That's what we decided.
Let me check what it says.
I thought that's what we did.
what was the name of the sister we rescued?
Kelra.
Kelra.
RAH, yes.
Okay, yeah. I had minus the H written down. I just wanted to be sure.
Study treating several patients at once and tending all their needs. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done it. Was it one check for everyone and then individual?
It's one
health?
check for. I thought we did individual health.
Okay.
But
We will go for. Let's see. What was the DC for Master? 30.
DC for Master was 30. Yes. but it's one roll for them all, so.
You know what? I'll just do a regular roll for expert. I'll aim for the crit. And the crit.
Nice.
Yep. All right.
I'll start with myself. I'll just heal them up. You can keep going.
All right. So, Glizzy, what are you using to chop into this dragon?
Whoops. That was battle medicine, but this debuff.
What like, what kind of weapons do you have that'll cut in dragon hide?
Before we were using a cleaver that I made with the whatchamacallit, crafter's eyepiece when we did the dragon turtle.
Okay.
Because I don't really carry the sickle with me before from the witch's starting kit, we just abandoned that because melee is awful for me. And the cookware stuff was left behind when we left town in the chapter house. So yeah, we'll just use my level 5 creation thing to make a giant cleaver to hack stuff with whatever.
Okay.
As my best use of it for the.
All
And
right.
I'm not trying to get as much meat. I'm just trying to get as much that I can make into usable gear and or stuff to make leather out of in the long run.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Crafting, leatherworking.
Nope. It is survival checks to harvest dead animals.
15's as good as I can get. Galgrums are survivalists.
Zakara, are you trained in survival?
Yes.
So it's just me and you.
You're not trained in it.
I am trained in survival.
Oh, are you? I thought you were just
Yeah,
counting your
one of
jack
his
of all trades.
No. I got trained in it because of the choosing the Reaper as
okay.
Yeah.
As your champion.
Yeah, I think it was either that was one of their domains, which I don't recall, and I'll have to look up, or
Gotcha.
I already had whatever they would give
I
to
think
me,
it's
and
the
I
skill
chose.
that they give you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So 10 minutes goes by. Blizzard's over there, like taking his time, chopping, scaling, cutting. He's not cutting off chunks of it. He's like skinning it. He's like filleting it, and like trying to get as big a pieces as he can. And Raj treats you guys, bandages you up, puts some snot on you, some spit, drop some dirt, and is that dragon blood?
Kitty litter.
Yeah. And you all feel better.
What?
I mean, Zakara's
God,
healed,
everyone else is
Raz
healed up. What
almost
the?
healed, but
Come
the
on,
fucking
Raz,
orc, he
be a
sucks.
better healer.
I'm only missing 1 hit point.
Me too.
I'm only missing 1 plus 30.
So you all kind of have the same amount of hit points, except for Glizzy has half, which is the correct ratio.
I don't know why my token still says the hit point bar is that.
Oh yeah, the token bars are always fucked. I don't ever go off of them.
Yeah.
I think you have to move them something before they update or something.
Definitely not the case.
Yeah, they don't update the same as the combat tracker. Combat tracker is real time, and the stuff on the tokens is not always. All right. During the 10 minutes, you guys do hear like goblin voices. You can't really make them out in the tent. Some squeals, some whatever. Then you hear as the goblins kill one of the horses.
Horses never survive games.
Especially not with this group.
Goblins like horse flesh.
Well, I'm just impressed they were able to kill the 30-foot horse.
Yeah, it's not 30. It's
Probably
took
18 of them.
It's about
Where there's a
17.
will, there's a way.
They do have a weapon specifically called a horse chopper.
We go over and look, and there's like 12 dead goblins around the horse.
The horse had just rolled and smushed them all into the dirt.
And the horse isn't dead. It just has a scratch.
Goblins will still consider that a rousing success.
Yes, exactly.
The horse is like the hogger of the game.
Yep.
Of the goblin.
The goblins pretty much leave the fire pit alone. Like the meat there, they like horse flesh, so they're eating it raw. And they've all picked up some variety of crap. Is there any way to really put it?
Goblin crap, yeah.
Yeah, I
Still a
mean, some of them have weapons. Some of them are carrying like five swords that they can't wield. A couple of them have like freaking like pikes that they can't. They're just dragging around because they want to have something. Typical goblin shit.
So the 10 minutes is over.
Yes.
I'll kind of look at like Glizzic and I'll say, have these other goblins go and take watch in the towers.
You're going to put them on the wall. They're going to fall right off. I'm just telling
you. They're just going to fall right off.
You might want to secure them there with a rope or something. I'm just saying. They're greens. I mean,
we just need an early warning system.
Okay.
If they die, they die.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go and I'll pick some of them, not all of them in this, because they'll all go to the exact same spot on the wall. I'll tell you there, you there, you there. Okay.
We're
gonna hang out here for a little.
Goblins.
Nah.
Damn greenies.
Stupid green goblin.
And then Glizzic starts walking away, and they all go with him. Where are you going? We're going with you.
No. And I start smacking them. No. You there, you there, you there. And we go through the whole thing like 5 times where they finally are starting to accept it. But most of them aren't even paying attention to what's going on the other side of the wall. They're watching in towards everything happening inside because that's where things are moving. So, yeah.
The reason there's goblin guards are always asleep in these adventures when you come up on the place.
It's very much an exercise in futility. We'll have to keep the,
It's kind of like DMing for players who don't go any way you want them to go. It's like herding cats.
Yeah. DMing a bunch of 9 and 10-year-olds,
I know, that's what I'm doing now.
Sitting next to Zakara. We're watching a real case study in the world of goblins in watchtowers.
All right, what would you guys like to do now with the rest of the day? It is like middle of the afternoon.
Need to identify some shit.
Yeah, what's our loots? We got the whole day.
Look in the party inventory, bitch.
Once we actually have time, let's go in the tent, sit on some pillows. There's alcohol, there's cups, there's plates and stuff, and we can get in there and,
Oh, the tent's definitely only for us.
Yeah, have a little dragon meet
the family if she insists.
Oh, we do need slaves. Good idea.
Probably recommend we don't mix the cat folk with the goblins. It tends to not go well mixing with goblins in general. Present party excluded sometimes.
Thank you. I won't bleach you.
If we dye his hair white in the middle of the night, it'll be the most hilarious thing.
He just makes up.
All right, you guys go into the big tent where the hobgoblin leader was. As Glizzic said, there's like furs, poor quality blankets, holes in that. There is some kegs of like thin, like watered wine and stuff like that. There's some dry goods for food. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's great food, but it's definitely enough that you could, you don't feel completely slimy eating it.
Is there any place in here that like denotes a position of power?
No.
Okay.
What? No super comfy pillow?
There is no throne.
Well, I'm not meaning like a throne, but like this is clearly where the person in charge.
There's a table and stuff there.
But it's just pillows and stuff, no real chairs and.
No, there's chairs. The pillows are over by that pillows are part of the bedding arrangement.
Like a ball pit, nice.
But there's table with chairs. I mean, they're normal sized chairs. So Raz and Glizzic will have to climb into them.
First thing we're going to address is some accessibility issues that I see across this place.
Are you getting stilts?
I need ramps.
Is that where it lives around?
As long as they're rocket powered.
Hey, Treasure Vault has accessibility items.
There's an archetype for an amputee.
You're gonna make stilts, but they're not like wooden stilts. They're metal ones that will slowly with the little like scissoring parts to make you slowly taller. When you need it, you just crank it up with a lever, and it's slowly right.
It helps me make my points by looking down upon people who need talking down to.
So you're like 15 feet in the air on the stilt things, leaning over at them, leering.
Never seen a gnome get so big.
He's president business.
Right.
All right, what would you guys like to attempt to identify?
Pretty much everything can.
Well, you can't do it all at once.
All at once. I mean, if we've got the whole evening, if we're staying the evening here to rest up, we've got plenty of time to do it all.
Yeah. But not all at once. So who's doing what first?
I'll start with the top hat. I'll just work my way from top to bottom.
I was gonna say, does anything seem like certain type of skills, one way or the other, lean towards it? Mostly just says I know.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Nobody else even wears
identify the gold coins.
I'm the only one of the group that wears top hats.
Why is there a candle in this loot? Get it the fuck out of here.
Start checking.
Why the fuck is this in this dragon's hoard? Obviously, some goblin played a prank.
All right,
we'll just pick up whatever's left over.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff, so pick something, bitch.
Problem is, a lot of it blended in with the other old stuff.
Are you even trained in one of the magical skills?
He's got religion.
Yeah, I'm religion. Fuck you,
trained?
Bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, give me that fucking candle. That's a religious candle if I've ever seen it.
Okay, Glizzy.
Lights it in.
You know what happens?
There's 5 million books in here now. I don't know which ones are new, which ones are old. The stuff at the top is newer.
The heavily damaged book.
It looks alphabetical.
And the heavily water damaged book are the new ones.
I'll try for the heavily damaged book with the cult.
Yes, the candle, it turns into a projectile weapon when you throw it fast enough.
Yeah, if you light it. And Jakara, which one would you like to examine?
Leather bracers.
You can seal over someone's eye and partially blind them if you throw it hard enough.
Is tonight the night that Kruger actually identifies a magical item?
That's not crazy. All right, each of you go ahead and roll your appropriate skill.
That's a hero point.
Wow.
God damn, dude. All right, let me show you guys how it's done.
Click that thing. Why isn't it clicking that thing? Oh, I got it.
Let's fucking go. Worthless shamans. I knew I didn't need them.
You identify it, but unfortunately it's upside down.
Turns out that's not magical.
All right, Raz.
Turns out he's holding the foot of a goblin. It's not a candle.
Raz, you succeed.
Yeah. Hero point well spent. Where'd it go?
It went.
Oh, there it is. Greater how to disguise.
It's amazing. It's so great.
Let's see. Glizzy did this.
We can appear as a comb, a ribbon, helm, or other piece of headwear. A comb isn't a piece of headwear.
Sure it is.
That's why they list it.
Like a pick, like a comb that you stick in your hair for decoration.
So every character you have just has a fro, like you have an afro pick.
All right, Glizzy.
I'm thinking more like samurai, but okay. Goblin with a fro would be awesome, though. Come on.
That sounds like something you would make for sure.
Fro 3 times the size of the goblin. Definitely. It's mostly fro.
Glizzy, roll me 1d6.
If I do that, I'm taking the witch talent fable that you can attack stuff with your hair. And making it a cross-trained into a monk.
Oh, that dude! Then you just become the main character of the anime. Yeah, it's an actual anime, and his power is he controls his hair, including like his nose hair, and it's fucking ridiculous but amazing.
My sister loved that show. It was so fucking ridiculous, though.
I remember I first saw it on Adult Swim. I was like, the fuck is this shit? It's like, I need to watch this.
Right? It's like a freaking train wreck. You can't look away.
There you go. Glizzy, you got a damaged formula book.
You bastard. You damaged it.
Now we can make damaged formula.
Damaged formulas.
So we can damage things, yeah. That's a lot of damage.
You're just gonna kill all the babies who need food.
Kruger, you got a candle.
Yeah,
it's a bubble
of truth.
It's a
candle
of bubbling.
Truth.
I don't want this shit. Just like throws it out.
It works. He doesn't want it. It speaks the truth.
Negative.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
Zakara,
That's
you
gonna be the
fail.
lie.
You
Wow, this
fail,
is
Zakara.
a great
Oh,
dandy feat that
not
lets you say,
magic.
fuck that shit. I'm lying anyway.
this is like a zone of truth.
Yeah, but in a candle. Only one time use though. Look at that. 10 minutes cannot be extinguished.
We haven't done the pair of light weather. I can't speak. Pair of light. The glove.
Bo, 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 bo.
That's what I'm going to go for next.
Got there for. I will do. Are the arrows that seem covered in black soot otherwise the same? Like they look exactly the same because it says
The
there's
two,
of them.
yes.
I will do them.
You got a scroll yet? You got that other. You got another book. You got those leather
Mark it
bracers.
top to bottom. We'll get there.
Well, I'm just saying for Zakara and Kruga.
I'll take a book.
Okay, and
I
Kruga.
still needed to identify things.
Yes.
Sure.
They
What's
can't do it
left?
by themselves.
Fucking
can.
slackers. Like, what do I not
Can we?
pay you guys for?
You don't pay us at all.
That's what I said. What I not pay you for?
Exactly.
So
what
you want
not
the
paying people get
scroll
to.
or the bracers?
Bracers.
All right, everyone roll.
Woo! Bo 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 bo.
I should do occultism more.
35. Cultimism is fun.
Such a ridiculous
Yep,
show.
that works.
All right.
It's like, come, Zakar, do hag things with me, like my mother.
Glizzik, you succeed.
Ooh, I've got the touch.
Actually, I'm gonna re-roll mine.
Okay.
Can't wait for it to be worse.
I got
Do
them-
better. Let's go.
Got them greater healing gloves.
Raz, you succeed.
Explosive, you say? 66 in the area.
Kruga,
the
you
target.
fail.
What? I would never. I'm gonna use the bathroom again. I'll be right back.
Zakara, roll me a four-sider.
The link is broken. An explosive arrow.
No.
Yes. Even though it pretty much explains what it does.
How about now?
Let's
Probably
find
wasn't-
out.
It probably
There it
wasn't
goes.
shared.
Yep.
Oh,
good now.
Zakara. Zakara pees on the book before she identifies it,
That's how it's
Just
watered
asserting
in.
dominance.
destroying some more formulas.
I'm just claiming it.
There you go. Damage
Isn't that a-
ritual book.
Wasn't that a male cat thing?
Not necessarily. Women do it too. Just has to be their time when they're in heat. Hey, we finally have resurrect as an option, folks. Do the ritual.
Woo!
All it's going to take is a shit ton of diamonds and only useful to what, level 10?
We have to. No, you can. You just have to pay more with that one.
You can
Not
upcast
the-
it.
Yeah, it just you as you level up, you'll end up paying more per level. I think it starts at like 75 per level, and goes up to like huge amounts of money.
Slightly damaged, so we probably resurrect them as undead.
No, the rituals. Just so you know, when you guys identified it, you rolled to see which ones were not there. So Glizik lost a formula for portable hole, and Zakara lost 2 rituals.
Even though I
Come on,
got not
Zakara.
20.
God damn.
No, on the D4.
So
You
when I rolled
identified
1d6, I lost 1. So that's what it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was determining what kind of a book you got.
Well, I had a bunch of stuff in them, and then depends on what you rolled is how much I may have taken away or which one, because they were different.
Can't use
Well,
a
the
hero
point-
point, can I?
Nope.
For a D4 roll.
So it can't get worse. Just FYI, the damage formula book does have weapon potency rune +2 in there as a formula.
And
so
armor.
Ooh.
that's useful.
Woo!
If you're high enough level to cast them, which I don't think you're high enough to do either of those.
But we've got the formulas.
Yes. And you still have some leather bracers. No one can figure out what the hell they are. They must be worthless. And a scroll.
Give me the leather bracer. What scroll?
I'll do the scroll if he's going to do the bracers.
Oh, an unknown scroll. Gotcha.
All right, both of you roll.
I'd like to let everyone know that I cannot help or do any of the rituals.
Oh, it was almost a 20. Yes, we all know you're bad at shamaning.
I'm not wasting a hero point on the scroll.
What's funny is if I get another point into religion, I could technically do the resurrect ritual.
Dude, we trust Kruger to do it, though.
All right,
Probably
Raz,
shouldn't.
you are successful, Raz.
Eat. Bracers of armor.
+1.
And Glizik, you are not.
Correct. More later. Here, Kruger, check out the scroll.
Or just rips it immediately.
Uses a napkin, throws.
I could check it.
Took 3
Stuff.
tries on the
Yeah.
bracers.
And I figured them out, so give me the scroll. Figure that out, too.
Just so you know, look at the bracers. It's not just armor.
Uh-huh. Good stuff.
Get a
Run
+1 to AC
and saving throws.
and saving throws. And maximum
And you
dex
can-
modifier of 5.
So like Explorer clothes, but then
This
you
is
can fix
basically-
So if
talismans.
someone's wearing like leather and that's it, this is probably better.
Yeah.
Why do you say
Just
that?
'cause
Just like there's someone who's just wearing leather.
Because I think there was several of you were just wearing leather. Are you trying to scroll, Raz?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to
Isn't-
assume rolls.
Aren't
Boom.
nice.
Yeah.
Aren't the potency runes considered an item bonus?
I think
Yep.
so.
Yes, I believe so.
So these aren't that great for people who already have armor with the...
No, you wouldn't wear them with armor.
Or just someone who has a potency rune?
So those of us who have nothing enchanted,
Well,
it's
resilience,
better than nothing.
resilience rune is the one that does saving throws.
I have both, so it does
Oh, yeah, it
nothing
does
for
nothing.
Kruga.
It would do... Would it do something for me? I think so. I'm wearing leather with just a potency rune on it.
All right, the scroll is a scroll of blazing fissure.
I can
Blazing
actually-
fisherman.
I can
Ah,
actually
yes,
cast this
going to Taco Bell.
one.
That's what we cast in the treasure room here.
Yay, a scroll I can actually cast because it's not 3 actions.
Arcane and primal. So we could learn.
Yeah, you could.
Except that it's 5th level, bitch.
Yep, we could learn.
Hang on till
I never
it.
said
Hang on to it till then.
But look at that. It's 46 bludgeoning and 66 fire.
Yeah.
well, that's 5th level. I hope so. Fireball do that.
All right.
We got goodies. And like 1,200 gold's worth of coin.
Yeah, about that.
500 of it's fake coins
No,
No.
the 500 isn't
in there.
in the left-hand side at least.
Good.
Yeah, that's an item because they're separate. No, the 1,000
nice-
gold, 2,000 silver, and 1,300 copper you found in the dragon's lair.
The nice thing for the spell is that even if they do succeed, it's still half damage.
Yep, on
And
10d6. That's not bad.
Yeah, and on a fall, or a failure, they actually fall prone. Be nice if they fill in the chat.
And it's kind of an AoE too.
Straight line, but yeah.
Yeah. 120-foot straight line. That's pretty
Straight
good.
lines in AoE.
It's great for dungeons.
I like that pontoon rune. It basically is water walking on your boots. Well, liquid walking.
All right, Blazing Fissure. I'm going to close that because I think pretty sure that's going to go to Glizzic. Because he can actually learn that one day.
We can always learn it and make it into scrolls too. Keep in mind I can make stuff that if it's things that you can, spell trick or whatever too. We have downtime, we can try and do scrolls or wands.
Yeah, I mean, if it has some sort of a requirement, I can trick magic item, but I can't do stuff that requires 3 actions because tricking magic item is an action.
Well, if you had more than 3 actions, what the hell?
Yeah, like anything that gives you haste
Quickening,
effect are always for strikes or strides. I haven't seen an exception to that yet.
Yeah, I know.
I think the explosive arrows are probably a shoe-in for Zakara, not unless Kruger can make some explosive punches.
Just hold the
Tied to your
arrowhead
fist.
in between.
Yep.
Stab with it. This hurts, but it hurts us both.
Candle of Truth, I think we can just hang on to in the bag of holding until we need it, because it's kind of a circumstantial thing.
You did an ooh for the healer's gloves. Do you have like the lesser version that you wanted to upgrade it to?
No, I don't have them at all.
Yeah, okay. That'd be an upgrade for you then, yeah.
They'd definitely be neat. The medicine check is whatever. That doesn't really help me, but the hit point restore, a free heal on everyone once a day.
For the braces of armor, I have no armor. I just have explorer's clothes with no runes or anything on it, guys. So if no one needs it, I would take it just because it's better than nothing.
Yeah. The only benefit I'd gain out of it is it gives me the +1 to saves because I don't have that rune on mine, but otherwise it's the same. So
I would get nothing.
I don't know.
Get me all the way up to from 23 to 24 AC is about it.
I had
1 point matters sometimes.
I mean,
Difference
Zakara's the
between,
one.
Crit and not.
Zakara's the one that's been using the Hat of Disguise, so the greater version might be good for her. Because the one you can cast right now is just first level, right?
It's forgot what level it was, but I do have to interact with it for a minute for it to work.
Same with the new one.
Yeah,
Same.
the greater is the
Oh,
same.
okay. What is the difference?
What's the difference then?
The lesser hat is once a day. This one's as many times a day as you want.
Oh, this one says you can activate the hat as a 2-action activity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then must be. I probably because the Hat of Disguise lesser and greater have the same text except for the bottom part.
So the lesser is probably 1 minute activation. The greater is
Yeah, it
probably
is.
2 actions. Okay.
Yep. And I think the difference is one's a first level, the other one's a second level.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the item. Hat of Disguise is how she has it right now. Greater is you can activate it as a 2-action activity, and you can activate a number of times per day. Any number of times per day. And the Illusory Disguise is second level instead of first level.
So
It
way better.
disguises your voice and scent and gains the auditory and olfactory traits. So you actually
so
do
it
smell like
hides your
someone else
voice and
sound like someone else.
well, not someone else.
Well,
You can't
someone
do-
being not her.
Well, but you can't do specific people.
Yeah, some.
Not yet.
But
So-
she could look and smell and sound like a hobgoblin.
Right.
Now, for the old one, I'm going to pass on the lesser one. If one of the other two wants to take her old one, she does the upgrade, just because eventually I will be able to cast Disguise Self.
Her old one she bought.
Ah, okay.
So that's up to her, but it's not like it was a party item that she took. But that's up to her.
Yeah, sounds like that's her decision to make. But otherwise, I'm fine with giving her the greater anyway. Now she
I
can
mean,
have two hats of disguise. She can disguise her disguise, so when her disguise gets found out, she has a backup disguise.
It's like they keep taking off the hood from the Scooby Doo
Right?
villain, and it's something else. You know.
I mean, if I do take the greater, I'm fine with someone else taking the lesser one that I had.
Towards credit with Kruger for the explorer with the roots.
I mean, we could probably give it to Glizzy. I know you say you can get the spell soon, but until you have it at that point, because Kruger and I are already wearing helmets, headpieces.
Disguises.
I don't know if you can double up on that because I'm wearing a crown already, and Kruger's got the demon mask.
Well, I mean, it can turn into, like it said, could even be a comb or.
But it's on your head.
Oh, you can't have two things on your head.
Now we can also just keep it in the bag of holding. If we ever need a disguise for anyone in particular, we can just bust it out then.
Sure.
It's not like we can't like invest to it at that moment.
Or keep in mind with your magical crafting, you might be able to improve it as well too. You know, for the base one.
I think if I find the formula for the greater, and can you make a lesser item into the greater variant at like the difference?
You can, like bag of holdings and all kinds of stuff like that. You can improve them.
I think so. I know runes you can.
From the book, it said.
Yeah. I'd say I'd have to look in the book, but I'm pretty sure. I know a lot of items you can.
So there's a possibility there too. I'd just say we just throw it in the bag of holding. If someone needs a disguise, we got it. If Kruger needs to be dressed up as some elegant dwarven lady, we got it.
So Zakara's getting the greater hat?
Yeah, it's just a direct
what
she had, yeah.
And
the issue with the damaged formula book is that several of us can access that to use it, I think.
Yeah. Full of formulas, anyone can use it.
Because it's got oils and runes and liqueurs and stuff like that there. So it might be something that we can all kind of borrow.
Yep. Yeah.
So just leave it in there for now, maybe. Same thing with the ritual book. It's something that several of us can access, but is useful.
It would be then during downtime, you could copy that into your book.
Okay.
To your own formula book.
To our own formula. Yes. Okay. That's good. And no chance of ruining it while we're copying it, right?
No.
It would just maybe you don't copy into yours or it takes longer or something. Okay.
Yep.
The life boosting oil is pretty neat if you haven't peeked at it.
When you go to copy it, you have to make a check to see if you understand it. Kind of like learning a new spell.
Yeah, because it's in someone else's like freaking
shorthand.
Yeah.
So while you guys know enough to know what these are, you don't know if you could do it or not, even if you have the right level.
What level is that life boosting oil? What variant? Lesser, moderate, greater?
I'm not sure there's variant on that one.
There is 4 of them. Lesser to major. I'm pretty sure it's not major.
From control to major.
Yeah, the oil is it's a magic item, so this isn't alchemical. But if we make it, then you slather this on somebody, and they gain fast healing according to the type the first time they take damage while it lasts. It's effective for 4 hours.
Fast healing is healing per round, right?
Yeah, once the fast healing starts, once you take damage after you slather it on, the fast healing remains effective for 4 rounds. However, the oil only lasts 8 hours, whether it provides the healing or not. So basically, you just slather it on at the start of your adventuring day. If you're pretty damn sure you're going to take damage, Kruger. And if it's like, say, moderate and you get hit, then the fast healing will start for 4 rounds. You get 6 points of healing every round. If it's moderate, it's 70 gold a pop. So we can make them. It'll cost some, but
I did not put that in there. Wonder why. You know what? I'll let the alchemist decide which one he would like.
I mean, it's not really an alchemical item. This is more like Glizzix's purview because he does magical stuff, right?
Yes. Oh, you're right. That's his potion. So Glizzic, which one?
Could you imagine if this shit was alchemical?
Which one was?
Which of the oils you want? The lesser or the moderate?
Lesser's fast healing 3 at 12 gold, and moderate is fast healing 6 at 70 gold.
I'm confused. We were looking at the formula book last.
The life boosting oil that's in there. He didn't put in the actual level of it, so he's letting us choose.
Okay. Honestly, at this point, I'd say go for the one that's cheaper to produce for us, because if we're making like 6 of them at a time, it's going to be crazy expensive anyway. If it's 70 a piece, there's no way we're going to be able to afford that.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Remember, that's 12 points of healing over 4 rounds, as opposed to 24, but a lot cheaper. Much easier to get your hands on.
Okay.
Grow back an arm like Deadpool.
I put it in there.
I do like that pontoon rune. It's expensive though. Look at
that.
Make all of them for me.
We were talking about items. The braces of armor one. Do you need those, Raz, or can I slap it on?
No, you take them. Like I said, I'd gain the bonus to 8 to saves. And that's it, because I've already got the AC boost, so you'd get more out of it. Make you
fish.
Make you some pontoon. You can already run on water. Dope ass monk shit, right?
How about the healer's gloves? Are those going to Raz?
I think so, yeah, because it gives you +2 to your checks, right?
No, that's medicine. I use craft.
No, it'll be. I have an alchemist version. I didn't put it in there.
Oh fuck yeah! Give me that shit then.
Yeah.
Because for you, you make your medicine checks with your alchemy.
Right, but I know the items that say medicine are still strictly for medicine, which is why it would basically just be for the free heal a day if I took them, which is still good.
So let me delete this one.
But if it's for craft checks, then fuck yeah.
Put that one in there. Well, it's not like on your crafting, as in when you make stuff. It's only for when you do healing.
For the sake of replacing medicine.
Yes.
Works for me, because that gives me a reason to hang on to the goggles as well, because otherwise I would replace the goggles, because 2 item bonuses anyway.
Anything else? And the scrolls going to Glizik?
Yeah, for now. So we can figure out how to feed it to Maeve when she comes back to life.
You just feed it to her, she eats it.
Yep.
So was the summoning spell scroll a new one?
Nope, that's been there for a long time.
Oh, okay.
It was a thing that we couldn't use because nobody had that kind of cast.
It.
Anyone can cast it. It's a scroll. I mean, you could cast it.
We just can't learn it. So when
Yep. All right, money being split evenly.
And did we talk about the candle? Or is that just staying there?
Party, I think.
Yeah, it's like a zone of truth.
Yeah, just bag of holding until we need it, because it's just a one-time use.
Can I identify the scroll?
What scroll?
The summoning spell scroll.
I believe in myself.
I think we identified it at like 48. Still couldn't tell it.
I've already identified it.
But we don't know what it summons.
I know.
Yep.
Oh.
You don't know.
Not all summoning.
Shit.
Not all summoning spells tell you what's going to come out.
It's just the BBEG is what it says.
So can I hit the money to split the money? Hit the money. Can I hit the button to split the money and the items?
Hit it to split.
Hit to split.
All right.
Hit it to split it.
Yeah, I want to hear a coin sound when it happens, those are cha-ching. Zakara, when we hit level 9, I expect my little halfling pack for food making that we talked about before, because we're going to be rich now.
Well, I got to find the formula for it.
I do not accept excuses.
Formulas.
Ka-ching.
That fairy dragon liquor is also magical, so it's something for you.
259 gold each.
Woo!
Maybe we're rich mind.
Wow, that split out. That actually split out pretty evenly.
Spelled fairy dragon wrong. Fairy dragong. Dragong liquor.
Okay, I'll just delete it. Never mind.
Fairy dragong.
He's been drinking his own liquor.
Nope, it's not there now. Raz wants to be a penis, so I took it away. Penis.
Ritual book.
So you guys have some new items. Some of them, I think the braziers and stuff should be when you equip it should automatically add stuff in, and so forth. Same with the hat and stuff; they should be, I think, all activate, all automatic for bonuses. Same with the gloves.
Hey, Glizzic.
Yeah.
Heroes Feast. Primary check is
I
occultism.
It's only
Secondary
25
check.
gold too.
Secondary check society.
You understand what can happen though if we botch it, right?
Yeah, huh?
Bad things, man.
But you don't know until you eat it.
Can you imagine getting sickened for it and can't be reduced for 12 hours?
Because part of the ritual is eating it. So you eat it, then you roll at the end.
Sickened for and can't reduce the condition, which would be really bad with an alchemist in the group. Sickened is a nasty condition if you have an alchemist in the group because you can't drink
No
shit.
potions or anything.
All right. I got one more thing to tell you guys. Welcome to level 9.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I've got double brew.
Oh, me, let's go.
I don't know. Zakar is the one that killed the dragon all by herself.
So she gets
Conan
level
Cold,
9,
here
and
we
the rest of you guys get nothing.
I mean, sounds fair. Kruger didn't do nothing. All he did was get beat.
That's normal for him.
Damn, I'm just gonna fucking let y'all get beat.
Next time I'm just going to go heal Zakar. She's the only one that did anything.
Yeah, no way does that dots help that fight whatsoever.
Yeah, not at all.
That persistent damage didn't do any damage either.
Nothing.
Was all in his head.
The dragon said.
I mean, mine was. It's psychic damage.
Yeah.
All right, so
How many rounds of the fight was that?
round
5
5.
and then
It was
Yeah.
6.
Round
Yeah,
5.
it would've ended on-
We started on round 5 so tonight. So
I'm
But
talking.
we
I'm talking about in
did
total.
5 rounds last time.
no, it's the same. It was 5 rounds total on for that fight.
Yeah.
I know we were
10d6
saying
damage.
I know we were saying it was like 5 or 6, but we were off.
I wrote down what I did on every round. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you had 6 rounds of actions,
I wrote down what I did
or
every
maybe
round,
5 actions.
just in case Zargan asked me about it during the question.
I mean, what
Because I
did
think the
Zakar
first
do
round
on
is round. I think the first one's round 0. I think when you reset it.
Expect the question like 3 weeks from now. What did Zakar do round 3 during the adult green dragon fight?
Hmm.
I got somebody up. Nope, that was round 2. What?
Yep. All right.
Knew
So
it.
level 9. People get ancestry feats.
Woo!
So in order, because I like Glizzic better, because alphabetical.
I had all these written down.
You get 5th level spells. You get an ancestry feat. You get a skill increase.
I had all this written down.
We're still
And-
limited to expert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
yes.
have this already.
No,
I-
master.
Or sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
mastered.
Yeah, Zargan, I chose this back on the 17th of April.
Yeah, I know.
We're good.
I just
Yes.
have it written down as well. Kruga, you get an ancestry feat. And a skill increase.
God, I was so worried about all this other shit.
Your Iron Command damage goes up.
Yes.
The mental and the attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
Raz, you get an ancestry feat. Woohoo!
I already know what I want.
Your alchemy expertise, so your alchemy DC goes up.
Yay, quick alchemy DC went up.
You get your perception goes up. You get double brew and a skill increase, and another reagent and 2 more commons. And Zakara, you get nothing. You get ancestry feat. You get debilitating strike.
There's no skills left for her to get, though. She's got them
You
all.
get fortitude save increases, skill feat, and a skill increase.
Oh my god.
Rogues.
Do you even need the rest of us here?
Yes.
So it's been so long
who
since
else is
I've
gonna get
leveled.
her flat-footed?
Do we just hit tracker and then choose our?
You can, yes.
I think it's tracker and then add a level, right?
Tracker opens it up.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think you pick add. I think there's a button at the top to add a like for Glizzy it'd be add a witch level. I think.
Add
Oh,
level
just says level in
says
general.
yeah.
Okay, does this say add level? Okay.
Oh yeah, and then it's like, oh yeah, these are things. You need a ancestry feat and a skill increase.
So we will be mostly stopping it tonight here. You guys can level up now. We can discuss it or whatever. I also need to know what you guys plan on doing next. I'm assuming you're heading back to the village.
Yeah.
To Zakara's village, you mean?
Yes.
Jupar, whatever.
Fuck all
Yeah.
them.
Junta.
I do have a.
We gotta go kill his sister.
At a
And
very
then
least.
after the village, I need to know what's coming up next because there's a couple things available.
I was
What?
actually thinking of pitching the fucking ruins Raz has been wanting to get back to.
Start pitching. Kruger likes to catch.
I mean, that's basically the pitch. We go investigate
Wow.
those ruins Raz has been wanting to go check out, but needed to make sure y'all were strong enough to even consider even going there. Because it might be some old ancient era destruction constructs or traps or whatever. Who knows? And on top of that, there's also a pretty damn good chance freaking Amber Jackoff is heading up there with Rebecca at some point, and we'll probably kill the bitch.
Wow, kill Rebecca. Wow.
Would that bring us past the wyverns to get there?
No.
The wyverns are
Different
more
directions.
north, different direction altogether.
Aren't they all in the mountains though?
Well, yes, but
Wow, you think all mountains are the same? Damn.
Raz's location is not actually in the mountains, it's in the hills.
Even Glizzy says racing.
It looks like pretty in the mountains to be. Overland map. Yeah, I guess I don't know where the wyverns are.
I mean, they're in the same area, but it's not like the same spot.
Right. What she's saying is like, are they close enough that feasibly we curve a detour up that way?
Yeah. So basically, from here, if you're going there, you would head north along the river from the village to the town of Flintlock, and then you would kind of go northwest up into the hills into the foothills of the mountains.
Right. So where are the wyverns in relation to that?
They're not
Where the
sure.
wyverns
Just
things.
in the mountains area. I mean, they might be in that same area. I mean, Kruger kind of knows where those ruins are too.
Yeah.
So between the two of you're pretty sure you could probably find the location again.
That's where I lit his family on fire.
You might find wyverns there as well. You don't know.
So anyway, that's the pitch. That's the short, out of character one. Anyway.
Wow, that was an awesome pitch.
Yeah.
Let's go these ruins.
Yep. What else does it need to be, Zargan? Not every discussion needs to be a 2-hour one.
I don't know. I thought maybe you put a little RP behind it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine, Mystic.
What is this, a pit?
That's fine, Mystic.
There's a time and a place in character. We're not playing at the moment. You wanted ideas of where we're going yet. You wanted ideas of where we're going. I threw my idea out there.
You said you were making a pitch, and I thought you were making a pitch.
Not in character. We're not playing the game right now.
Oh.
Jesus.
So for my ancestry feat, I think I'm going to take Undying Ferocity, which is when I use my Orc Ferocity, I get not just the 1 HP, but I also get temporary HP equal to my level.
Oh.
So you'd essentially have 9 temp and 1 real.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
Undying Ferocity. It's a level 9 orc feat.
I would hope I look under feats and not ancestries.
Orc feats.
Gnome feats.
Do you have the orc ferocity?
Yes.
I know. Yep, that's what would happen when that pops. You would get 10 hit points equal to your current level.
What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think it's good. It'll keep you from just going right back down then. I know.
Not really, but
yeah, like that's the thing. Like most things at this point, for lack of a better term, are going to have striking runes on their shit. So even if they're rolling like d6s plus whatever their modifier is, that's like 7 plus 4 normally, which is 10 hit points or 11 hit points.
Extra hit points are extra hit points.
Yeah,
that's my point though. Is like if you do that and then it's done on its attack on you, and then the next turn is either Raz or me, we can help a little bit more too with regular hit points. So those temps will still help.
It's extra cushion.
It's almost like you have a shield.
Yeah.
Just extra cushion on top of whatever else we can dump onto you, because it's not like we're gonna see you hit 1 hit point and bring yourself back from the brink and go, he's fine, he doesn't need any help.
Well, especially if you're getting taken down by the persistent damage or something small too that was trickling, it might. What are your other options? I'm doing loud singer, by the way, for goblins, so it goes from 30 feet to 60 feet and 1 extra target for -1 will pen.
there's like a bunch of different things. Like apparently you don't automatically know things about your people. Like there's an orc lore feat that I can take that would let me know about orcs.
I mean, just because you are an orc doesn't mean you know jack shit about their culture.
Doesn't mean you were raised by them.
I think all races have that lore thing as well.
But the nice thing is, like, it would also help me, like, if I wanted to, I could expand my trained things, because this would train me in the athletics and survival, which I have both of, but I'd be able to choose 2 new feats to be trained in instead. I don't know.
Which would let you pick stuff, yeah.
But who cares about all this other stuff? Plus, it's less useful because I have untrained improvisation.
Well, if you actually had the skills, it would be even better. Sorry.
By 2.
No.
Help you identify.
Skill increase is going right into intimidation.
I should put mine in crafting because it was still in the expert, which will help too.
Ancestry feat. I'm gonna put these into a Discord message for you too, as well as Argon. But ancestry feat, I'm going with Life Leap.
That's because you're wearing other armor, Naughty.
I have Explorer stuff equipped.
I just unequipped it.
I could potentially take Death Strums instead.
Still no.
And the way that Death Strums work is if I'm taking persistent damage or my wounded condition is 1 or higher, which it can be because of Orc Ferocity fairly regularly, I get a +2 circumstance bonus support saving throws.
I made a note to look at those bracers, Naughty.
No worries. I took the other one off just to leave it on as is.
Yeah.
Common formulas, any source book limitations?
I mean, I'll say no at the moment, but when you pick shit, I still have to okay it. So you pull some weird shit out of like the Dark Archive or the Book of the Dead, I may say no.
Okay. Crackling bubblegum.
Oh, I could also take Orc Superstition.
That one's nice too. Saves.
Yeah,
All right.
I use a reaction to get a +1 to saves, but it upgrades starting at the 9th level, so I can pick it up later. Where basically I just always have that bonus at base as a circumstance save against spells and magical effects at all times.
Hostile stuff or good stuff too.
I mean, good stuff typically doesn't have a saving throw, but it just says
Miniature stuff.
I mean, it just says in general against spells and magical effects at all times. So, assuming you're doing something that required me to fail a saving throw, I would be a little bit better at it than normal.
You could take bloody blows, or do you already have that?
Yeah, I already have that. I just forget to apply it half the time.
Okay.
Did you have spells in mind for me, or did you want me to revisit the ones I had suggested?
I haven't picked them yet, but I will.
Okay. I picked like 6 things that might be cool for flavor or whatever.
That does help me pick them.
Just narrows. And I mainly get that from Nethys, so it takes it from everywhere too.
Here you go, Kruga. Victorious Vigor.
Yeah, like that's okay. It's like, but my issue with it is the fact that it's a reaction.
Yeah, what else do you use your reaction for?
I have 2 things I could use my reaction for.
What are you, Bard? No one has anything for their bonus action. Don't lie.
I mean that's good because if I take someone down, then I get like the hit points back.
Shield.
But at the same time, it's like normally, like if someone hits me, like I'm using my reaction to use my Iron Command reaction, or I'm using like if someone moves near me, I'm using that reaction to just do damage to them or stop them from moving. So I feel like throwing that in there is just gonna be
diluting it more.
Yeah, it's like I mean you have like I can trigger reaction on 2 different things that happen regularly. Someone moves near me or someone damages me. Both those things happen all the time. So like the chance of me having a reaction available when I down someone, which I'm not like the heavy hitter of the group, I don't know, it doesn't seem particularly worth, I think. While Orc Superstition, it is a reaction at level 9, so the next time I get an Orc feat, I can get Pervasive Superstition, which allows me to just have that +1 bonus at all times. And the nice thing is that the Pervasive Superstition is whenever I succeed against a saving throw against any spell or magical effect, I get temporary HP equal to double the spell's level. So, like long term, like that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I don't know. Depends on what you want. Make sure when you guys put something in the PM to me in Discord so we can track what you're picking. I know you already have, Naughty. Refilled your guys' gold pocket a little bit, except for Zakara. She gave all her money away.
Oh yeah, did you see Kruga?
Huh? What?
Of course, I saw Kruger's right.
How can you miss me so big?
Mm-hmm. I'm looking right in the kneecap.
Zakara is giving you 270 gold and 300 silver, so that's 300 out of the 340 I owe you.
Oh, nice.
Wow!
Hey,
whoa! Party members paying party members back? What kind of bullshit is this?
So let's see, 270
Galgam
gold.
gonna hunt down Raz on a bike. I want my $3. It's actually $2, but
I paid him back the majority.
I am broke again.
I have updated my monies. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think as far as like the feats that I've told you guys about?
Weren't listening.
I actually was not listening. I'm looking at formulas.
I say superstition drums, probably. But the drums, I mean, your fortitude is already amazing. You know what I mean?
And it is going to actually get better here shortly. At level 11, I'll become a master in fortitude.
Yeah, which is basically going to mean you crit success pretty much every fort thing that you do, which is great. I mean, if you're going to be wrestling and stuff too.
Yeah. I know, I kind of like the superstition because I feel like I think my big thing is I feel like it fits Kruger well as a character because
Yeah.
everyone's a shaman who does weird shit. And so like for him, like it makes sense. Like I feel like that kind of like falls in line with the character, which is interesting.
Yeah. They're both good choices. Go with the one that feels better. Lollipop.
This evening, where you guys are identifying objects and feeling better about yourselves / leveling, Glizzy does finish off his lollipop. It is gone.
He did it.
Lollipop. Time for another one. Let's go road trip.
Find the circus.
So oil of potency is now useless because they give you either +1 to your weapon or +1 to your armor, and everybody's got that already.
No. You need to reread that, sir. Oil potency is +1 and striking.
Yeah.
It's not just +1. I'm just saying.
The weapon becomes temporarily becomes +1 striking weapon, or if it's armor, it becomes +1 resilient armor. It lasts for a minute.
Correct.
Yeah. So everybody's got that already for both their things.
No.
The melee people all have +1 to hit and +1 damage die, right?
I don't know if they have it on all their
indeed
weapons.
do.
He has
But
hand wraps, and she has it on her melee stuff and the bow, I thought.
I don't remember if she has it on both or not, but I know they don't have it on their armor, and I know other people don't too. I'm not saying I'm just saying it's not as worthless as you might say.
Well, they're like 7 gold to make.
I mean,
Less
yeah,
if I craft more. But my point was like, why should I even make these and spend the time doing it at this point if it's just going to be like a +1 save that we never use because it takes an action to put on.
You don't need to make your decision tonight, Kruger.
I'm just having a hard time figuring out what I want my skill increase to be. I picked Orc Superstition.
Wow, how can you not have this all done, Kruger? I thought you had it all planned out, Mystic.
Suck my dick and balls.
No, Mystic's doing that for you.
True, but I enjoy good party.
Nasty.
You and your boomer sensibilities.
Yep. So I think I picked out some decent runes here for you guys.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Someday I hope to be able to afford them.
You can afford one of them right now.
It's like you just got a bunch of gold.
One pontoon rune and only on one boot. Have to hop your way.
Well, if you put it on one boot, that means you can put a different rune on the other boot, right?
The skill increase. Wait, why the fuck am I trained in Arcana? Oh no, never mind. I'm not. I lied.
The fuck can't you read your skill list?
No, dude. I've been drinking.
Acrobaticana. What the heck?
This is what you want to think there, Kruger. How are you a master in athletics? You can't be a master, can you?
Yeah.
You can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can be masters.
Should be. I got 2
We've
masters.
been able to be master as soon as level 7, I think, right?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's legendary is like level 13, I think.
No, they might be higher than that. It's like 15, I want to say.
15.
But it could
15.
be.
Since in game we still had like half the day left or more, would I have had 8 hours to transfer a rune?
Just give it to her.
You could probably try.
Okay. Can I try it now while I have a hero point?
You can.
I'd like to refocus.
Can you afford to transfer that rune?
Oh wait, it costs money.
I mean, you got money.
No, I don't.
No, she doesn't. She gave more away.
She briefly had money.
Damn it, I forgot it costs money.
Don't you got copper? You got copper.
10% of the rune, I believe. Yep.
Why does it have to be so much?
How much do you need?
Money sink.
You could borrow gold off of Kruger. I hear he has some.
It's a 200% interest rate.
That's right. Who doesn't understand numbers? She's like, fine, no, 300%. Okay, he says. You give me 50%. No, you give me 60-40. 70-40.
I do have enough.
Rune of Resilience would be 34 gold and 3 silver to transfer it.
Wait, why 3 silvers? Just 34.
Because it's 343.
What's 340?
Oh, is it? Tax. How is she going to hold it on?
What do you mean tax? Like, she doesn't have to tax if she's doing it herself.
It's our kingdom. We're paying it to ourselves for
The
tax.
government
Come on,
always
let's-
gets taxed. There's always tax. Come on, they tax you every time you do anything. You earn money, we take a chunk. You spend money, we take a chunk. I mean, what the hell?
Should I become a master intimidation?
Zargan, I do have a tax writ that I've already paid my taxes for the year. Thank you very much.
That's only for that town. That's not anywhere else.
Nope, I paid my taxes for the year. This is my receipt. They had one shot. You don't get 2 shakedowns, man.
Oh yeah, we do. We're the government.
Nope. Sorry, we have enough government. Thank you.
We have enough government, thank you.
I love that from the Tick. Hey, Tick, we're here from the government. We're to help you. No, thank you. We have enough government.
I would say not to take it in perception, Kruger.
I take it in perception.
Just because I think that'll go up again for you at some certain level.
It automatically
I'm not sure
will
it
at certain.
does.
Check on your class though, because it does
Yeah, I
at
need to
certain
look
point.
at it.
Because I think Mystic did that too for his.
And if you want to do resurrection rituals, you might want to raise your religion up
Why would I want to
Yeah.
do that?
because that's the primary stat on that.
So we don't fail.
Someone
I-
needs to be trained in religion to make that roll.
Is no one else trained in religion?
I'm trained in everything.
Yeah, I get trained in religion specifically to make undead for Ishi. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I can become
Okay, I'm just
expert in
asking.
religion,
I'm also
but I
trained in
only have a +1 from my modifier in wisdom.
Not my fault. You're dumb.
It's not being
really-
dumb. Fuck you.
I'm at least a +13.
No, you're dumb.
I could learn greater cooperative waffles.
Nice.
My perception never goes above expert for my class.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I get that at level 5 and it just never increases ever
Really?
again.
Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then chuck some points in there. Yeah. Now I can't. The other question I had that I whispered to Zargan was I can't increase like my nature, which is my primal casting thing, right?
Well, you can increase nature, but it doesn't affect your DC in that. No, or your to hit on spells. No,
Well,
that
but
only
I'm
goes
saying
up.
like
That's your class DC, and that only goes up at certain levels.
right, but I'm asking whether it would affect like my chance to learn spells because
Oh,
that
yeah,
would be based
yes.
on nature and stuff too. Okay.
Yes, stuff like that,
Alright.
but it doesn't affect like offensive. You mean like your
Right.
DC or
So
anything like that?
next time around, because I've already done performance and crafting, next time I'll probably do nature then or deception or something, just to have a better chance to not.
So you want to try that roll there, Zakara?
Yep.
All right.
I do not help her.
What was it, crafting?
Yeah.
Gonna use a hero point.
Guidance.
She uses her extra life hero point. Yep.
No, that's not my extra life hero
You
point.
cannot you cannot guidance a crafting check because it takes
Guidance.
8 hours.
8 hours of guidance.
Nope.
8.
God damn it!
8. She requires 8.
Are you fucking kidding me, Zakara?
Would you like us to just do it for you, miss?
Like the thing is, within that one, I think it may end up like destroying the thing.
It doesn't destroy it. It just uses up some of the materials.
Wait, so you have to pay more money?
Yeah.
Essentially, it's the claw grab machine, isn't it? You're trying to get a plush.
I'm trying to decide if I want this numbing tonic. You gain the listed temporary hit points when you drink the elixir, and again at the start of each of your turns for 1 minute, and it would be 10 temporary hit points
That's not bad.
every round.
It won't interfere with like a Drake card or anything.
No, it's just a regular old elixir, not a mutagen.
Hmm.
Probably smartly, it's not considered a healing elixir. Otherwise, I'd be able to make a lot of them every day. It's basically between that and upgrading the cheetah's elixir so that it lasts 1 hour instead of 10 minutes. But I feel like this lets me get something I can't quite do yet, and that's temporary hit points.
I'll have to look that up, Zakara. I'm not sure if it does, because transferring runes is different than crafting. I need to do a little research on that, see what happens. But I made a note of your nice natural one.
If I blew over 300 gold for a 1.
No, I don't think it's destroyed. I mean, worst case, you would lose some money. But hey, I mean, you had a crap roll and you hero pointed earlier, and you got a 20 out of it and killed a dragon. So you were do some bad things.
How is
Had to
bottled
even out.
How is bottled rock considered a common recipe, but the crafting requirements require the corpse of a rock?
Lots of people have it, just they can't make it because it's they don't have a dead rock.
Oh yeah, the process of stuffing an entire rock into a small bottle to be called upon later. That's the easy part.
Well, the easy part is just do it like a ship in a bottle. You get everything except for the very base of it, and then just put the base on at the end, or put the rock inside.
Going from trained to accurate or trained to expert would be a +2, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the same as any in between level aside from untrained to trained.
Yeah, they're all +2. Trained, expert. Because at legendary you are +8.
Yep. Otherwise, you just get one per level. Is the main difference. As you
Correct. Yep.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do because at level 10, I'm going to be picking a new archetype, and I'm torn between barbarian and acrobat.
All right, that's coming up too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta check and see if I can even pick up an archetype yet. I think I need one more feat out of Dandy first.
You have so many.
I'm getting more spell.
I have 2 archetypes.
Everyone has 2 except for Kruga.
Marshall.
Okay, yeah, I'm going with the numbing tonic. That gives me something I can't do yet. It was going to be between that or a Spiderfoot brew, which gives you a climb speed, which is neat. Climb speed and an item bonus to athletics checks made to climb for 10 minutes. I would pick both of them up, but one of my spots has to go to